Madison.com.
Broadcasting live from the Everlight Solar Studios in Madison. This is Kyle, Brust, and Nortman, KBN, sponsored by Bud Light on ESPN Wisconsin. Here's Kyle Wallace, Ben Brust, and Brad Nortman.
Man, it is a great day to be a basketball fan. It is Kyle, Brust, and Nortman across not ESPN Wisconsin today. We're with 100.5 ESPN Madison. My name is Ben Brust. Alongside me is Kyle Wallace, our Packer backer, our Wisconsin backer. And on a day like today, when Marquette and Wisconsin are playing at the same time, are you keying one TV over the other?
Ooh, that is something that's an interesting question. And yeah, I am. I'm not going to lie to you because I didn't even realize Marquette game was on right here to the right
they
of the
just
TV.
popped out. It's on Peacock. I mean, come on. Why do they do the streaming services in the tournament?
Even for the tournament?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
I mean, this is the Big East tournament, the Big Ten tournament, but streaming services, come on now.
Money grab. I guess you got to pay for these NIL deals.
So 844-770-3776 is the Carbless Talk and Text line. Hunter Vaughn is running the show. And, Hunter, I'd love to get the perspective from you at the Everlight Solar ESPN Madison studios because the Gruber Law Office is one called That's All Studios in Milwaukee, and the offices at the 3rd Street Market Hall apparently are vacant. What is it like? Do we have some hard workers at the ESPN Madison studios?
We do. So when you mean that it's vacant, is this because like all the Marquette alum are watching the game and they're locked in because they actually care about their team? Like, what are we talking about here?
You know, I'm glad you asked that, Hunter. Ben Brust, Kyle Wallace, Hunter Vaughn, you, KBN Nation, 844-770-3776. We're streaming on YouTube at ESPN Madison as well as ESPN Milwaukee on YouTube, despite the fact that we are not on for the Marquette game on the radio airwaves. I received this text message, and this is very telling of the what's the right word? The pompousness, the privilege, the I'm above you. We would say
low expectations.
I would say the pinky finger up. Remember when Kyle was Mr. Marquette? He had his pinky up.
I did. I sure did. Oh, I enjoyed working at Marquette.
Every Marquette fan isn't at the office. They're watching and caring about a Big East quarterfinal tournament game.
Wait a minute. We got a day off from the office. Greg, the VP of marketing or market manager,
I was going to say, not just marketing.
Market manager here in Milwaukee. He allowed for us to have a day off back home, back in the office while I'm out here doing a great remote.
What I will say is if they are sales teammates and they are with a advertising partner of ours, they're going to get a pass. But I have a bad feeling that they all are just like, hey.
They hanging out, watching the game?
Let's hang out together.
Oh, man, come on now. That's pathetic. See,
every Wisconsin person is here working, waiting for the actual NCAA tournament.
Yeah,
that's what's going on in Milwaukee. Now, Hunter, I'm just curious what's going on in Madison.
Madison, we've got some people here in the Everlight Solar Studios doing some work. Riley Yauk, though, currently had his head turned away from his computer. He was too locked in to the game. So we're getting a little distracted as the games have gone on. Honestly, though, Ben, it just sounds like Milwaukee and the Marquette fans, they're just more dedicated to their team.
Oh.
They just care more. They love their school more than what you're trying to paint these Badger fans are. I just think Marquette fans are better fans.
Hunter, you sound like
attendance really shows when I go to Fiserv Forum to watch them play Providence, and half the arena's covered in tarp.
Hunter, it just shows that it looks like maybe the work ethic in the ESPN Madison office should be questioned. If that's the mentality that you have, you're putting fanhood over work ethic. You're supposed to be working. If you want to watch a basketball game, you take a vacation day. You shouldn't be able in the middle of the day, unless all these great, wonderful people who I'm sure who are here because they are taking a vacation day, you shouldn't be able to leave your office to go watch a game in the middle of the day without having to put in PTO. So what they're doing in Milwaukee is a travesty, and I don't know why you're allowing it to happen, Hunter. I don't know why you're supporting that. We got money to make.
We're still working here in Madison. I'm saying the team here in Madison is still working. I would be probably a little more locked into the Marquette team, though. And again, it's just I care more about my team than you care about the Badgers. That's all this is. I'm a more dedicated fan than you. That's all this is.
No, what it is it's sadness, Kyle. It's desperation. It's like when you know somebody's so desperate to see if their team, who hasn't beat a good team in 3 weeks, can beat Xavier in the quarterfinals. That's when you know you've hit a really low point. It's called desperation is what it is.
Desperation watching going on in Milwaukee. I do think it's crazy. It just shows you the difference between Marquette fans and Badgers fans. It shows you a difference between somebody that literally all they
public
have is
institution, work hard, pay the bills, didn't have daddy's money to put them through school.
I mean, I do love me some Marquette kids.
I know you do. You admitted those daddy's people at the admissions office.
I sure did, because daddy paid my bills and made sure I was eating good. But the fact that people think that the Big East tournament what's this, their quarterfinal game is worth people going to go watch it? Come on now.
That means that's 2 days in a row, because if they win, we're not going to have any productivity.
Oh, well, I might as well just show up tomorrow at 12.
So this is my favorite favorite time of the year, because it is distraction time. If you have the ability, Hunter, I don't know if you have the ability to do it for both YouTube streams. We did put out an initial poll on Twitter at KBN ESPN, and it just continues to paint a picture of something that we've been discussing at length, of the horrible, horrible drafting and developing that Goody has done with the Green Bay Packers. The poll that is out there right now with some mean replies. Who is Brian Gutekunst's worst first-round pick?
Ooh, mean replies.
Darnell Savage, 18.7%. Eric Stokes, 48.2%. Lucas Van Ness, 26.6%. Now, look, I can make an argument for both.
Yeah.
The amount of times that Eric Stokes was on the field and didn't even touch a football, get a deflection,
significant,
do anything, he made history. Lucas Van Ness only sacks the quarterback if he's unblocked, and he was the 13th overall pick in the draft 2 years ago.
Yeah, no, this shouldn't even be close. This poll is actually pretty bad to me, because great question, but bad results right now, because I understand that we're all mad at Eric Stokes, but Eric Stokes actually had a good rookie year before he went on and got injured, and it truly derailed the rest of his career, where he was not anything close to what he showed of the potential that he had year one. I don't have any hope for Lucas Van Ness, because he hasn't shown us an ounce of any type of potential. He hasn't shown us that he's going to live up to that 13th.
But his nickname's Hercules.
Yeah, it looked like Hercules plays like Jane. That's the issue with Lucas Van Ness. And so, no, my vote for this would absolutely be Lucas Van Ness, because at least Eric Stokes gave me a little inkling of hope, where Lucas Van Ness makes me feel like he is already a bust, because he has not contributed much to this football field. I feel like there have been guys who were drafted after him in that same draft that have contributed, like a Colby Wooden or like a Carl Brooks, who he put his hand up and it ended up actually helping the football team, where they blocked the field goal against the Chicago Bears. They have contributed more to this football team than a Lucas Van Ness, and they got drafted significantly lower than he did.
Yeah, and even though Eric Stokes is winning the poll, right away, you can add Jordan Morgan, Quay Walker, Devontae Wyatt to the list of first-round busts.
That's not good. That's like almost every first-round pick.
Jordan Morgan is another one. Now, this I think, he's got the same mindset as you. RR23 chimes in. Ryan Razzie. LVN is completely healthy and has done next to nothing. At least Stokes had a productive rookie year before his injuries. His nickname is Hercules, and he plays like a mouse. Is this your burner account?
No, this is
because literally you guys sounded exactly the same.
I'm gonna just tell you, I barely can use one Twitter X account. I dang sure can't use two. But no, that's just logic to me. Again, all these guys that we listed are absolute busts so far, right? You talk about Eric Stokes, he was not good for the Green Bay Packers. That's just the fact of the matter. When you talk about his other first-round picks, they haven't been great. But the fact that Lucas Van Ness has been extremely unproductive in his first 2 seasons, and then we have to watch a Will McDonald who gets drafted, where you swap the pick with the Jets during that Aaron Rodgers trade, and you see a Will McDonald actually get to double-digit sacks.
Was it 9.5 or 10.5?
I think he got to 10. I think he got to 10 sacks. But the thing is you see him be a lot more productive getting to the quarterback. And what it leads me to ask the question is Goody knowing what he is doing when it comes to drafting in the first round? Because he has consistently failed year after year. This football team could be leaps and bounds ahead of where they're at right now. We could be talking about a contender if he just hit on half these guys and they turn into guys that you are going to consider that you said we got to re-sign them. But the fact that we have multiple players that we're nervous to pick up the fifth-year option, or we don't know what we're going to do when it comes to giving them extension, that just shows how poorly you have drafted. And that is a shame on Goody, because first-round picks are supposed to be the cornerstones of your organization. They're not supposed to be guys that you're considering moving on from every 5 years.
Ben Brust, Kyle Wallace, we're live from Lucky's 1313 in Madison, and this must be known for all of you out there, because from 8 to 9:30 p.m. tonight, right here at Lucky's 1313, there is somebody that is going to be going to Vegas and having a chance to compete for $10,000 in cash.
Oh, wow. Oh, wow. I
That's
need 10 G's.
That's a big oh, wow. There's going to be giveaways, beer specials, and if you know the qualifiers, come on and cheer them. And if you want to have a good time, I will be here with some of my friends that I haven't seen in the Madison area, be hanging out, enjoying Lucky's 1313 from 8 to 9:30 p.m. for the Bud Light Mini Hoops Mania. And we used to have a nice little Papa Shot mini hoop in the ESPN Madison studios.
Oh, really?
You would have had a lot of fun.
Are you good at Papa Shot?
I'm okay, but the one thing I wanted to bring up, the producer of our show normally is Alex Stroh.
Oh, yes.
Now,
String Bean.
he was on Jen, Gabe, and Chewy.
I saw this morning.
Wednesday, Thursday,
What,
in
this
the
morning, too?
morning. Yeah, it's a Wednesday and Thursday.
Oh,
That's
okay,
today.
yeah, okay.
And he's off today. But, Hunter, is it true or not true that Alex Stroh is the one that broke the mini hoop?
Oh, he broke it?
Yeah, apparently he tried to do the MJ free throw line dunk and just snapped the thing.
Wait. Why would a grown man try to dunk
He's
on
not
a
a grown
Papa
man.
Shot? Okay, but why would an adult who is a very skinny man, regardless, think that he should be trying to dunk and hang off of a toy rim?
Alex Stroh has this tendency to get an idea in his head, and he just lets it stick, and it's not going to go away until he actually does it. So it was just one of those spots where everybody was like, you know what, just go ahead, man. He's been talking about it for weeks.
Replace it?
No, it was
replace it if I broke.
In his defense, it was getting close to its last leg. That was just the final nail in the coffin.
No.
It was. These Madison scoundrels, although the Milwaukee office scoundrels like their food,
Yeah,
the
thieves.
Madison
Thieves
scoundrels
in
are
Milwaukee.
just wild and free with no rules. They don't have rules. They don't have HR. It doesn't exist
It's true.
in the ESPN Madison office.
I need to
True.
move out that
We
way.
can do what we want. Yeah, come on
What
over.
does that say about you?
That's too tight and buttoned up in the Milwaukee office. I want to be fun. I want to be free.
Well, we're fun and free right here at Lucky's 1313, and as I mentioned, a lot of action going on. You got Xavier, Marquette. You got Wisconsin, Northwestern, Wisconsin up, Marquette down. Almost identical scores, 24-19 Wisconsin, 24-20 Xavier over Marquette.
What's hilarious is the level of stress from each fan base going on right now. I already know Marquette fans are extremely tense and nervous right now. Meanwhile, Wisconsin fans are just casually watching, waiting for Wisconsin to extend the lead and put the game away. Meanwhile, Marquette fans are biting their fingernails trying to figure out whether or not
Look how calm,
their
cool,
team's
collected
gonna
Greg Gard
win.
looks. Greg Gard's on the side. He's like, we got this. We're good.
He know what's up.
Shaka's like, we need deflections. We need stops. we
He
need
working.
stops. We need
Shaka's
stops.
sweating on that
Yeah.
sideline.
Yeah, it should be opposit looks. Maybe Shaka should be gaining more weight of the stress, and GGG might drop a few pounds of being less stressed. But here's what I'll say. If I was a college coach, I'd be stressed every day of my life, because you never know who's just going to be like, you know what, I'm out.
Oh, my gosh. I
It's,
was listening.
miserable.
Bobby Hurley, the coach of the UConn Huskies, he was talking about how he already knows that other coaches, other programs are reaching out to his kids.
Yeah, and there's nothing you can do.
Reaching out to his kids, having offers on the table in the middle of the season.
Could you imagine trying to talk to a kid and, like, connecting with him? Meanwhile, they're
No, he got
thinking,
$800,000.
Knowing, like, oh, what am I getting paid here? Oh, I don't care what you're saying to me right now. I'm going to get this on the other side of the rainbow.
It takes away the fun of coaching and development. As somebody who was a coach, I coached high school football, not professional, not
God.
college.
This
but
is like as somebody who played high school
No,
sports, let me tell you what
but
happened with the Green Bay
let
Packers.
me tell you, but the thing is the foundation of high school sports, and collegiate's a little bit different, is the fact that you really want to take in a young woman or a young man and you want to have them grow at the sport, but you also want to teach them life lessons. College basketball is something, as you know, that teaches you about bond, that teaches you about working hard, teaches you about overcoming
I would have
adversity.
transferred. In the transfer portal, I would have been gone by freshman or sophomore year.
And so,
Greg Gard told me that to my face, Kyle. I was like, in this era of transfer portal, after my sophomore year, I probably would have been gone because I hit 7 threes in a game twice against BYU and
that's
UNLV.
21 points. Look at you.
Well, I had more than that.
Yeah, I know you put up
but
buckets.
my point is even though I had an okay Big Ten, they were good enough opponents to give tape, or they would have a coach would have saw us say,
how much you
"We
think
need
Connor
this guy."
Season got to go to Nebraska?
Probably 600,000.
You a lie.
No, I'm not.
You a lie. No, he didn't. No, he didn't.
but
No,
if
not,
it's not-
not somebody who got benched at Wisconsin
If
getting
it's not
$600,000.
it's 400.
No, my goodness.
Dude, it's the world we live in. Damn it.
Oh my gosh. Hey, I need my little cousin to get in the gym. Hey, little cuz, I need you to get in the gym. We're trying to get these 6 figures.
Does he have height?
He's 6'8".
Get in the gym.
That boy need to get in the gym.
Get in the gym.
He need to get in the gym.
Live from
we
Lucky's
need to get out of there.
13. It's Kyle, Brust, and Nortman. No Nortman. Ben Brust, Kyle Wallace. Earlier this morning on Jen, Gabe, and Chewy, there's a little bit of predicament going on. We've been hinting at the relationship between Brian Gutekunst and Matt LaFleur as Jesse Nelson stares at me with that smile that I just want to wipe off his face.
You know, Jesse gave me some lukewarm water today.
Lukewarm water?
Yeah, he said, it must have got cold. It was sitting out. I said, why the hell you give me water that was sitting out, Jesse? Well, I
now
gave
you're
it back
starting to
him.
realize the
No,
Jesse way.
I was
It's
just-
laziness and not about
I
what's
was wondering,
best for people.
I told him I don't drink coffee. I need ice cold water. He looked at me like I was the problem. Like, you need cold water. Yeah, I need cold water.
On 94.5 ESPN's morning show, Jen, Gabe, and Chewy, Jason Wilde joined. And if you are hoping for Trey Hendrickson, I think some Packers in the front office. So here's the thing. Maybe not the front office, but the offices.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wait a minute.
We'll talk tiers.
Wait a minute.
You need to hear you haven't heard the audio.
I have not heard the audio. I saw an email come through, but mine was in other places while I was driving up to ESPN Madison and the studio.
Listen stuff from Jason Wilde on Jen, Gabe, and Chewy coming up next for you on Kyle, Brust, and Nortman on 100.5 ESPN Madison and streaming across ESPN Milwaukee and ESPN Madison's YouTube. Next.
This is Kyle, Brust, and Nortman.
Milwaukee County, you need to shovel the pathway to the lake, okay? I had to step through snow in order to get to the lake.
I think Kyle's the Karen of the show.
I think
He's high maintenance, for
I
sure.
think Kyle pays taxes in the county of Milwaukee that just went up, so I expect for this stuff to be piled.
On ESPN Wisconsin and WisconsinOnDemand.com.
Hello, I'm John Hayes, the owner of Goodman's Jewelers. It's been my pleasure to serve this community from this incredible store for over 4 decades. We stand upon high standards and classic traditions, pillars like honesty and integrity. Stop into Goodman's Jewelers, the longest-standing full-service jewelry store in the heart of Madison at 220 State Street. Goodman's Jewelers, the diamond store of Madison since 1933.
The best is at Goodman's.
American Family Insurance is a lot like Captain America. He protects the world,
It's just doing my job.
and we help protect your dreams with amazing auto and home coverage. American Family Insurance. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com. And see Marvel Studios' Captain America: Brave New World
Suit up. We need to move.
in theaters February 14th. This film is not yet rated.
Products not available in every state. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
Sharon needed legal help. She needed Gruber Law Offices.
When I think about Gruber Law Office, I think about how they took care of me, how they make sure that you get what you're supposed to get. Gruber Law Office. One call, that's all. I will always trust one call, that's all.
Injured? Call Gruber Law Offices today. One call, that's all.
They are the best. I'm very happy.
ESPN Wisconsin's Mark Tauscher here for Kohler Services. Well, if you've been putting off your bath or shower remodel, now is the time to turn to Kohler Service. Family owned for 150 years, Kohler is your Wisconsin manufacturer providing care for life. And this month only, get $1,000 off your Lugstone shower remodel and no payment financing until 2026. Visit KohlerServicesWI.com to request your free quote with fast professional installation always included. Again, that's KohlerServicesWI.com.
The area's best high school sports coverage is Zimbrick Honda's presentation of Prep Mania.
Join me, Hunter Vaughn, and the Dean, Dennis Summerow, for the sectional round of the boys basketball tournament this Thursday night. The Verona Wildcats are making their first sectional appearance since 2015. On the other side, it's the Wanakee Warriors looking to move one step closer to the state tournament at the Kohl Center. Pre-game coverage is at 6:30, tip-off at 7 p.m. this Thursday night exclusively on the ESPN Madison YouTube channel.
Is your computer so slow you can hardly use it? Does it have blue screens, malware, viruses, reboots, hardware crashes? Sound familiar? Computers will have problems, and when they do, you need the computer experts at Madison Computer Works. Every day we help home users and businesses keep their computers and networks running smoothly. For solutions to your computer problems, call the pros at 231-8000, and we'll turn this into this. Madison Computer Works, computers that work for you.
Professional volleyball is in full swing from here in Madison. Don't miss a second of the action. Cheer on Love Madison Volleyball as they make history with some of the best players in the world. Olympic medalists, NCAA All-Americans, and one of the most talented rookie classes ever. This is volleyball at its highest level. Experience the excitement yourself. Get your tickets today at lovb.com. Volleyball is the next major league.
This is our crew.
Fly ball right field. Hit a ton. We're tied.
Milwaukee Brewers baseball is coming to ESPN Madison.
The 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. He struck him out.
Every pitch, every dramatic moment, every
fly ball left field. Back. Still back. It is up and gone.
Madison's new home of the Milwaukee Brewers. 100.5 ESPN. This is Kyle, Brust, and Nortman, brought to you by Bud Light, the official beer of the NFL, on 100.5 ESPN, the ESPN Madison YouTube channel, and Wisconsin On Demand.
Said she tired, little money, need a big boy. Pull up 20-inch blades like I'm Lil Troy. Now it's everybody flocking, need a decoy. Shorty mixing up the vodka with the liquor. G-Wagon, 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 all the housewives pulling up. I got a lot of toys. 720S pumping Fallout Boy. You was talking shit in the beginning. Back when I was
live from Lucky's 1313, it's Kyle, Brust, and Nortman with you 100.5 ESPN and on YouTube at ESPN Milwaukee and at ESPN Madison. Xavier up 8 early. I guess it's getting later in the first half here, 41-33. The Badgers are up just a tad against Northwestern. And we are with you talking about the ins and outs of what everyone's talking about at 12:65. Now, this is from Jen, Gabe, and Chewy, a morning show on 94.5 ESPN. If you've not heard this, it's very interesting because I think Kyle is of the belief that if Trey Hendrickson comes to Green Bay, the offseason's the same.
No, it goes from a B- offseason, C+ offseason to an absolute A offseason because now you get exactly what everybody's been clamoring for and you get exactly what could change your defense. It makes Rashawn Gary better. It makes Kenny Clark better. It makes Kingsley Enagbare better. It makes Lucas Van Ness even better.
Or have a chance to be better.
Have a chance to be better. But bringing a guy like this could be absolutely disruptive, and all of a sudden it catapults the Green Bay Packers from a team that is just looking at a playoff team to being actually in a contender conversation. That's what it does.
Well, we'll see what Kyle feels like after he hears this, Hunter. Here's 2 clips from Jen, Gabe, and Chewy this morning on 94.5 ESPN.
I know that there are people that work in the building that would love to have Trey Hendrickson on their team. Don't care how old he is, but they know that Jeff Hafley last year was conjuring up a pass rush that their guys were not good enough last year. I mean, Goody said that publicly, so I don't have to hide that fact. But that Trey Hendrickson would probably be worth the risk to those people.
Yep. That's cut 1. How about cut 2?
I don't think Goody and LaFleur have like a really bad relationship. I think there was a time when there was some, frustration or friction there that LaFleur had he didn't have any interest in what LaFleur had to say. I think that's better now. But just because your coaches want you to trade for a soon-to-be 31-year-old pass rusher doesn't mean the general manager's going to do it.
There's the dichotomy, Kyle. People in the building would like Trey Hendrickson, and they believe like he's worth the risk, and they believe that what he can do in Jeff Hafley's system would be worth that risk. But just because coaches and people in the building want to do it, there is one man with a big hubris and a big ego that may get in the way of giving you that off season that you believe it would give you if Trey Hendrickson comes to the Green Bay Packers.
My question is, where is Mark Murphy? Where is Mark Murphy? Because Mark
Counting
Murphy,
cash?
No, so Mark Murphy, his job
Getting ready
is
for the draft?
Yeah, it's to get ready for the draft, to count cash, but also to manage people. He manages Russ Ball, he manages Goody, and he manages Matt LaFleur. And the fact that Mark Murphy doesn't have the ability, or not the ability, he has the want to say, hey, listen, let's come together here. Goody, you get to call all the shots. But this team, we need to – you said it. You said it's about time. This is what Goody said. He says it's about time that we start – competing for championships here. He said he should say, Goody, that's what you said. And the best way to compete for championships is to bring talented guys around here who can get you closer to championships. The guys who are inside of 1265 that say they want Trey Hendrickson, they're probably guys who are around the coaching staff, maybe even some scouts. There's guys that know football, that know talent, that know that Trey Hendrickson can be a difference maker. There needs to be a conversation that needs to be had to ask Goody, what are we in this for? Are we in it to always develop guys and all of a sudden be a development system, and then when guys get good, then we re-sign them, and then all of a sudden we have misses? Or are we about developing guys to be great, and if a guy doesn't develop and we have a hole in our roster, we utilize something that's called free agency like we did last year to get Xavier McKinney, like we did last year to get Josh Jacobs, to be able to fill some of those voids that we have defensively. So hearing that hearing that there's people inside of the organization for Green Bay who have an appetite, right, who are salivating to potentially get Trey Hendrickson.
Anyone should and would.
But they should. But this should be the moment we should go get it. At what point does Goody say, I need to listen to everybody else around me and take a chance? Trey Hendrickson, even if he has 2 good years left in him where he's getting double-digit sacks, that's better than anybody you have had in the last 3 seasons.
I mean, Rashawn Gary looked like he was on that pace. They gave him the contract.
That's better than anybody you have had since Darius Smith was here having a really good season, period.
I mean, and that is the honest truth. There's no getting around it. But at the end of the day, it all comes down to not Mark Murphy. Mark Murphy doesn't get involved in this.
No, Mark Murphy, you need to get involved.
But he's not. Like, why are you asking a guy that is literally retiring so Ed Policy could come in?
I hope Ed Policy is a little bit more active. I hope he knows how to have some type of discretion to sit back and let everybody operate. But then when it's time to go and make that big deal, you have that conversation. You say, hey, you know what? Let's go get him. Even though you're not the owner, you're the president of the organization, and you have persuasion over a lot of stuff because at the end of the day, you get to hire and fire the general manager and the head coach. And at this point, the head coach job is to cook the team up to make sure they win a title, and the GM's job is to get the pieces so the head coach and Matt LaFleur can cook up a good team and a good a meal for us to eat every Sunday and watch our team win.
Well, here's what I can tell you, Kyle. At this point, Goody's obviously safe. They've made the playoffs the last 2 years.
Shouldn't be.
No, he's safe.
He shouldn't be.
Why? Just because of the lack of moves in free agency?
He shouldn't be safe. Is it
because of the lack of moves in free agency post Xavier McKinney and Josh Jacobs? Because those were impactful pieces to the team that will be impactful next year. But if you want to point to the bad drafting, you can do that.
Okay.
2022 and 2023 look like good draft classes to this point. To this point, it does. We don't have to go back. 2017 to 21 stinks. There is one player on the 21 draft that is on the team, and is a 6th-rounder, Isaiah McDuffie. And so there's things to point to. But ultimately, he drafted Jordan Love. And if Jordan Love balls out and plays better than he did in 2024, Goody's going to be fine. Ed Policy is going to be like, you know what? This is good by me. This is good by me right now. We have a franchise quarterback. Goody, you're doing a good job. We're being competitive. We're making the playoffs. It's going to take something drastic to change the guy that's making the decisions. Otherwise, you're going to sit here every March and April and be frustrated with the direction of the Green Bay Packers.
Goody should feel confident in what he has done, but he shouldn't feel safe. And, Ben, you are a person that works in sales. You get something called a budget every year, don't you?
I do.
When you hit your budget, you feel confident, right? Because you hit your goal, you hit your budget.
Well, I feel confident because I know I'm going to get rewarded for it.
You're going to get rewarded for it, but next year you know that the budget more than likely is going to what?
It's not more than likely. I know the CEO of this company expects growth.
Expects growth. We should be expecting growth from this organization. That's what businesses do. You have success, and you can't just live off the success of meeting basic expectations. We should expect growth from this football team. And during the regular season, did the Packers grow? Absolutely, they grew last year in the regular season, but a lot of that was due into the part in the fact that they added Xavier McKinney, that they added Josh Jacobs. So now we cannot sit here and settle for the Green Bay Packers trying to run it back with the same roster and not trying to find more impactful players. And so, again, just like in business and football, you have to aim for growth. That's why Goody should not be just, okay and complacent. This is why Ed Policy shouldn't be okay with the Green Bay Packers having success. They should want him to have growth and aim for the ultimate success.
But the president of the Packers is never going to be making personnel decisions. Otherwise, if he does that, you might as well call him Jerry Jones as Joseph S. chimes in. So Kyle wants the owner/president to make football decisions?
What I'm saying is this. Is that what I want the owner to do is to allow people to work. But then there are certain times, right?
Owner/president.
Packers, the president. What I'm looking for is this, is that Ed Policy, or who will be Ed Policy eventually as the new president, and Mark Murphy, they should stand back. But there are certain times where Matt LaFleur should be able to knock on the door and say something and be like, hey, there is this guy we're interested in. They should be able to have group conversations about guys.
That may be happening.
About guys, it clearly doesn't. It clearly doesn't. It clearly does not happen because the Packers have not swung for a trade to get any type of difference maker in a very, 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 very long time.
But they've been in the mix.
But they've been in the mix.
I'm poking at you now.
But all
I'm getting your heart rate up, your blood pressure up.
You are.
I'm sorry.
All I'm saying is this. I don't need an owner or a president to meddle in everything, but what I do want is there to be certain scenarios where you are strategic and you know that this decision could make a positive impact on this organization, this football team, the bottom line, in raising a Lombardi trophy. So that's what I want him to be able to do, is to use some type of discretion to know I'm not going to speak up often, but when I do, it's going to be for somebody who I believe is special.
Well, we'll continue to break down the weird dynamic of 1265 because it's at a crossroads right now. It has to be. It has to be meeting a point where it's frustration with what I'm getting from Matt LaFleur and frustration from Goody thinking he's doing enough for Matt LaFleur to put together a championship season with what he's providing. So that's at least how I feel. Halftime in both games of your local college teams, Wisconsin 37, Northwestern 30, and not so good for the Golden Eagles. 46-36 at halftime in the quarterfinals.
Go back to work in Milwaukee, please. You're watching Marquette.
No. Because the worst part is if Marquette loses, then they're just going home and crying. They're not going back to work or doing anything.
That's true.
844-770-3776. Hunter played that hotkey there because Hunter Vaughn, who is producing today, it resonated with him. He just can't go anywhere. He's stuck with us working. He can't leave and go pout and cry.
What a place!
And we brought up Jerry Jones. He's a Cowboys fan, and then I think we're all in Hunter's feels for Hunter in that segment. Ben Brust, Kyle Wallace, no Brad Nortman, live from Lucky's 1313. It's Mini Hoops Mania, a chance to win $10,000 in Vegas. Somebody at 8 to 9:30 is going to win the Mini Hoops Mania and be going to Vegas to watch all of the great games across the basketball landscape. So be here, 8 to 9:30, Lucky's 1313. I'll be here with some Madison friends getting all together. Like I said, halftime in Xavier Marquette. They are down 10. Badgers up 7. More to come here on Kyle, Brust, and Nortman. And we got Becoming Relevant with the producer of Becoming Relevant, Hunter Vaughn. Next.
This is Kyle, Brust, and Nortman, KBN.
You throw hands?
Do I throw hands?
With T.O.
Will I? I throw hands with Andre the Giant, man.
I love you, Lou. That's Lewis from the north side. The north side always knows.
On ESPN Wisconsin and WisconsinOnDemand.com.
Introducing the newest carbless flavor, Mango Vodka. Flavored with the essence of the ripest, freshest mangoes, Carbless Mango Vodka will transport your taste buds to a sunny beach getaway. New flavor, still the same carbless crafted cocktails with 0 carbs, 0 sugars, and only 100 calories. Enjoy a refreshing vodka cocktail without the guilt. 4-packs of the new Carbless Mango Vodka cocktail are available in stores near you. Find your bliss today at drinkcarbless.com and escape with every sip.
Hi, this is Lee, inviting you to Ruth's Chris Steakhouse in Middleton. We got a great happy hour every day of the week from 4 o'clock to 7, and our patio during the summer is open too. If you're getting married, special occasion, a birthday, anniversary, or even a business meeting, we've got all the accommodations right here at Ruth's Chris Steakhouse. You work hard and sometimes you're not sure what you want to do, where you want to spend your money. I want to encourage you to come into Ruth's Chris Steakhouse and say hello. It'd be a pleasure to meet you.
Have you been waiting to buy your next home? Stop. Now is the time to get housed. What's up, Madison? It's Stacy from Bruner Realty. Nobody has a crystal ball to know what the future holds. The longer you wait to find your next home, the better the chance you'll be paying more for it than you would be today. Don't miss out on what could be the best opportunity to find your dream home. Contact our team at BrunerRealtyInc.com to help start your search. That's BrunerRealtyInc.com. Let's get house.
Summer is coming, and it's time to start thinking about your summer job. Jesse Nelson here. Madison School and Community Recreation is now hiring for many positions, including day camp and youth program leaders, support staff for individuals with disabilities, sports instructors and officials, and more. Full and part-time positions with daytime and evening hours are available. No matter your interest, schedule, or location, there's a position for everyone. At MSCR, you can make an immediate impact in the community and gain meaningful experience. Start your summer adventure today. Apply at mscr.org.
Outside In. That's what we call our Outdoor Living Unlimited showroom at 2018 South Stoughton Road. All the cool stuff you want outside in your yard displayed inside. Patios, decks, pavers, and an automated pergola, fire pit, outdoor kitchen, a putting green, and in-ground pool. Even a converting 3-season room that's either outside or inside. We are Outdoor Living Unlimited. Your outdoor living potential awaits you at our Outside In showroom, 2018 South Stoughton Road. OutdoorLivingUnlimited.com.
Hold your friends close and your rivals closer on Jim, Matt, and Molly.
But then you're also getting passed by the other teams. Look at the Lions. Look at the Vikings. Look at even the Bears. The moves that they are attempting to make. And that's just in your division. That's not even in your conference.
Right. And I don't disagree that we need to keep up with the Joneses, as they say. The other teams around us.
They need to be the Joneses. That's what they need to be.
Jim, Matt, and Molly, presented by Coors Light. Weekdays 4 to 6 on 100.5 ESPN.
Look what we have here. It's the refreshing deliciousness of a Pepsi mini can. It's the perfect complement to any meal. The dash of indulgence your day was dreaming of. The sip that'll have you singing Pepsi.
Nope, not again, Steve. Let's take a cue from the Pepsi mini can and pack all that awesomeness you're feeling into a much smaller treat for everyone. Deal?
So, big awesomeness, smaller size. I think I've got just the thing.
Pepsi mini can. Mini can, big taste.
Good Karma Brands is proud to be an equal opportunity employer. Our policy is to provide equal opportunity employment, development, and advancement to all current and potential teammates. If you are an organization that maintains a job bank, provides employment information, or gives job referrals, you may request to be placed on the station's mailing list for future career opportunities. To learn more about careers at Good Karma Brands, please email careers@goodkarmabrands.com.
This is Kyle, Brust, and Nortman, KBN, on ESPN Wisconsin and WisconsinOnDemand.com.
Ben Brust, Kyle Wallace, no Super Bowl 50 runner-up and former Badger Brad Nortman, Hunter Vaughn running the show. We're with you, 100.5 ESPN Madison. It's halftime in the Badgers and Marquette games. Badgers up 7, respectively. Marquette down 10 to Xavier in the quarterfinals of the Big East tournament.
Marquette.
I mean, they're struggling right now. I'm not going to lie. I have a lot of money invested in them. Hunter, did you know this?
I feel like you maybe had said something about this, but I can't remember what it was.
Yeah, so I do this thing in January where we take the top 40 teams in the NCAA tournament, and it's hard to do this because you don't know where the season's going to go. You got to use the first half of the season to make projections on who you want to bid on. And I was fooled by one of our teammates that said, even without Tyler Kolek and Oso Iguodala, they got a lot of guys coming back.
Yeah.
But they can't shoot for bleep, and it's been driving me nuts. So I'm actually sad to see Marquette dwindle, as crazy as it sounds, coming from a Badger alum like myself, Ben Brust.
Money talks, huh?
Money does talk. Like I said, my favorite team is who I bet on, and this will ring true, is I am not happy with their result. It's time now to hear from Hunter Vaughn in Becoming Relevant with the producer of Mr. Irrelevant, Hunter Vaughn.
Hey, Mr. Irrelevant, it's time to become relevant. Stroph's time to shine on KBN starts now.
Well, it isn't quite Stroph's time to shine. It is finally my time to shine on Becoming Relevant.
Are you ready, Hunter?
I am.
Are you ready?
I'm ready.
This is your first time doing this on Kyle Brust and Nortman.
844-770-3776. If Hunter does a good job, let us know. If he stinks, also let us know.
That's what I want to know, Hunter, because maybe you can replace Strofe.
I don't know. That's a long commute for me from Middleton to Milwaukee.
Hunter, now you nervous now. Now I made the boy nervis.
No,
Here's
no.
what I'll take any opportunity.
Yeah, you can say, listen,
I'm ready to grow.
I don't want to do that commute. We're going to start off with the Minnesota baseball team tweeting out yesterday, final from U.S. Bank Stadium, Kansas 29, Minnesota 1. With a score like that, there's no point in having a baseball team, right?
This ain't a lie, Kyle. Like, this is a real score. I was at Potawatomi Casino Hotel doing the weekly wager on 94.5 ESPN from 6 to 7. I got out, and on the screen I was like, oh, that's a big home run. Oh, that's a big home run.
Did they have back-to-back home runs?
Back-to-back-to-back-to-back.
Oh, my
home
gosh.
runs.
I saw something on the bottom line. I said, don't even make sense. Is that a mistake?
Chris Berman would have been proud in the old home run derby.
How bad is Minnesota at baseball? 5 home runs in a row? Is it the same pitcher or a different guy? They had to take him out, right?
I feel like after 3 in a row, you just got to sit him down.
Yeah, you just got to, go ahead, hit that arm, that left arm, right arm. Say, hey, go ahead, bring him in. Poor kid.
But, like, 29 runs. You got outscored by 28. That's absurd.
And you're a division. Usually it's like, hey, the big baseball team is taking on the small baseball team.
This wasn't LSU.
Yeah.
This was Kansas?
No, but still, it's not Kansas versus Southern University. It's Kansas versus a Big Ten school that's competing in baseball. That's sad.
This makes me feel
at home.
I know a lot of people want baseball back in Wisconsin, but this scares me based off the result.
Yeah, no, I don't want that type of embarrassment.
Speaking of embarrassing, the Dallas Cowboys since 2015 have not signed a free agent for more than $6 million
Wait a
year.
minute. Wait a minute. Time out.
He's taking Mr. Irrelevant's time and Hunter Vaughn's time to talk about his own team.
Yeah.
This is what this must be a Madison thing. Everybody that comes from Madison always want to find a way to sneak in their own personal interests.
Yeah.
Don't nobody care about the cowgirls around here.
I do. I'm here.
Oh, my gosh.
Did you know our job is to talk to an audience that cares? If you could tie this into the Green Bay Packers, I'd be impressed.
Tie it back in.
Okay. I mean, I was just going to say Green Bay Packer fans like making fun of the Cowboys, but at least the Packers aren't as stingy in free agency as the Cowboys are.
Now Hunter, time out. Here's how I'd do this if I was you. If I'm Hunter and I'm talking about the Cowboys, and your stat was what about the Cowboys since 2015 in free agency?
They have not spent more than $6 million a year on a single player.
If you were to look from 2015 to 2025, you could have put together the amount of money that they've spent in 10 years and compare it to the Green Bay Packers in 1 year and really open up people's eyes to how bad the Cowboys are in comparison to the local team that we talk about here on 100.5 ESPN, the Green Bay Packers.
In the Cowboys' defense, though, they don't miss as much as the Packers missed. In the first, because they may not have signed free agents.
You're falling for his trap.
No, that's not even a trap. They found their quarterback in Dak Prescott. They got their receiver in C.D. Lamb. They got their rush guy in Micah Parsons. Dexter Lawrence used to be good. They just re-signed one of their guys again. Like they're re-signing some of their guys who are good contributors. Hunter, if I could trade some of the draft picks the Packers had with what you guys have down in Dallas, I would.
Yeah, but then you'd potentially have to take Jerry Jones, and I don't think any team wants that.
No.
Exactly.
All right, let's see if he can bring a third topic to becoming relevant with Hunter Vaughn and nail it.
Got this one sent from the host of Mr. Irrelevant. He said that Bill Belichick is having the UNC staff attach his 24-year-old girlfriend on every social media and marketing-related email. Every single time we get a story, this just becomes a weirder and weirder situation.
This seems like he's being manipulated. I don't want to say elder abuse, but this just seems interesting that it's like Hugh Hefner, or not Hugh Hefner.
Hugh Hefner?
Not Hugh Hefner. It's like Nicole Anna Nicole Smith. Remember she was dating that old man who was 88, 90. Anna Nicole Smith, who was in Playboy, I believe, she basically, married this old man to get all this money, right? And so I'm not saying that this girl is trying to marry
Howard Marshall.
Yeah. Howard Marshall was old and in a wheelchair when they got together.
Oh my God!
Yeah, he was. He looked like he was about ready to fall over at that point. And so
he is falling over.
Yeah, Bill isn't in the same point. What I'm saying is, it seems like this other girl. It looks like she has a whole game plan and she's executing. She is executing. She said, "Hey, Bill, I'm really good with the social media. You should have me help with that." And he gave her a job. I'm telling you, don't let these young things confuse you, Bill.
Well, Hunter, thank you for confirming that this will be the last Becoming Relevant with up-and-coming Mr. Irrelevant producer Hunter Vaughn with his personal takes and needed Alex Strofe to bail him out. Strophe, your job's safe, bud.
I never have claimed to be a good host. I can produce. I can do play-by-play. And if it isn't about me and the Cowboys, I maybe struggle when it comes to talking about things on air. I'll own it. I know where I suck.
Wait a minute.
Self-awareness is good.
Wait a minute.
Self-awareness is
I'm like a 3-and-D guy. Don't ask me to go down in the paint and score. Just keep me outside and I'll play tough defense.
You more like a foul guy. Like you come in and just
Bill
foul people.
Hunter,
that's too much credit.
Hunter, your self-awareness is too much. You should have stood on business. You never, ever lose confidence. You never, ever let them see you sweat.
I'm not. I just know what I am. That's all.
Oh, gosh, Hunter.
Well, that is Hunter Vaughn producing here with Kyle Wallace and Ben Brust. Kyle, Brust, and Nortman with you 100.5 ESPN.
So humble.
Streaming on YouTube at ESPN Milwaukee and at ESPN Madison, live from Lucky's 1313, which from 8 to 9:30 I will be here because somebody's going to Vegas and having a chance to compete for $10,000 in cash, giveaways, beer specials, cheering for the qualifiers that are going to have a chance to go to Vegas and win that $10,000 in cash. It's Bud Light's Mini Hoops Mania from 8 to 9:30 tonight at Lucky's 1313. Coming up next, now normally I don't have to give the phone number for over-under. We're not on a 94.5 ESPN, and typically the phone number is different. So today, listen up. We're just going to do caller 5 and caller 8 here for you to play over-under with Kyle Wallace, Ben Brust, and Hunter Vaughn. 844-770-3776. That is 844-770-3776. You're going to get a category from Hunter, and we will have an over-under with that. Kyle and I team up to get 10 guesses to get as many right answers as possible. If you're on the over and we hit the over, you win. If you're on the under and we hit the under, you win. Someone's winning here. 844-770-3776. Over-under. Coming up next, live from Lucky's 1313 on Kyle, Brust, and Nortman.
You're listening to Kyle, Brust, and Nortman.
If I was as tall and as talented as you, if I could shoot as well as you could, both them teams would have won. Because you know what? You did a fake punch, you said, in the Rose Bowl?
Yeah.
And I would have did fake point. I would have took it to the house. I would have scored a dang touchdown.
On ESPN Wisconsin and WisconsinOnDemand.com.
You, rah. Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin present your Badger Minute. Here's Pablo Iglesias.
This Badger Minute is brought to you by The Jump Around. Don't miss new episodes of this exclusive digital show, talking all things Wisconsin sports, premiering every Thursday at 12:30, streaming live on the ESPN Madison YouTube channel. Best trio on the ice. Wisconsin women's hockey guaranteed to have the nation's top player this season. 3 Badgers named finalists for the Patty Kazmaier Award: Layla Edwards, Caroline Harvey, and Casey O'Brien. Just the second time ever a program has produced all 3 finalists. Wisconsin soon to be tied with Harvard for the most Kazmaier Award recipients. Winner announced Saturday, March 22nd. Hopefully the same weekend the Badgers will be chasing after their 8th national title. Wisconsin faces either Boston University or Clarkson Saturday at LeBron Arena. Winner advances to the Frozen Four in Minneapolis.
Right now at Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin, get windows as low as $22 per month and doors as low as $89 per month. Visit PellaWI.com today.
Are you ready to shake things up at Potawatomi Casino Hotel, Milwaukee? All you gotta do is toss your rewards card into your favorite slots for drawing entries and a chance to be in the Roll for Riches game show. What's on the table? Oh, just $300K in cash and prizes. Play this March, and Thursday nights, you could get on a winning streak that, frankly, you deserve. Let it ride and Roll for Riches. Only at Potawatomi. More info online. Must be 21 and a rewards member to play.
For official rules and more information about every contest on 100.5 ESPN, visit ESPNWisconsinContests.com. That's ESPNWisconsinContests.com. You're listening to 100.5 ESPN and the ESPN app.
Ben Brust here to tell you about the Princeton Club. If you're looking for a place where you can better yourself while having a wonderful atmosphere, you have it at the Princeton Club. Strong communities, strong body, and strong mind. All it takes is one small step to start today. You will see that you have everything you need in order to achieve all of your goals. Find your better tomorrow at the Princeton Club. 8 Madison locations where you go in there, you take a tour, and you realize this is a place for me. Find more at PrincetonClub.net.
American Family Insurance is a lot like Captain America. He protects the world.
It's just doing my job.
And we help protect your dreams with amazing auto and home coverage. American Family Insurance. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com. And see Marvel Studios' Captain America: Brave New World.
Suit up. We need to move.
In theaters February 14th. This film is not yet rated.
Products not available in every state. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
When you're in the right place at the right time, things get done. The important things, like knowing what you need and how it all works. Talking truck. Fixing it right the first time. At Zimbrick Chevrolet, our people get it done right and now. That's how you know you're in the right place at the right time. And you'll never overpay at Zimbrick Chevrolet.
We ask and you answer. Tune in to Jim, Matt, and Molly every weekday 4 to 6 and follow at Jim, Matt, Molly on X to vote in daily poll questions presented by Siding Unlimited. Trust Siding Unlimited with your next window and door project.
When it comes to security for your home and family, you want a winner, and we found one when we placed our trust with J&K Security Solutions. This is Greg Gard. Kim and Jeff hit the game-winning shot for us with the Control 4 home technology system. Home or away, from our smartphones, we can open the garage door, dim the lights, turn on the TV, as well as arm the security system. That's convenience as well as peace of mind. Let J&K Security Solutions do for your home or business like they've done for us. Call 255-5799 or online at jksecurity.com.
This is Kyle, Brust, and Nortman, KBN, on ESPN Wisconsin and WisconsinOnDemand.com.
Kyle, Brust, and Nortman with you. Live from Lucky's 1313. No Nortman, Ben Brust, Kyle Wallace, KBN Nation. And caller 8 dropped, so there's an opportunity because Doug and Dane, caller 5, took the under. Caller 8 dropped, so if you want to be on the over, it's open for you. Someone's walking away. 844-770-3776. Yeah, the over's
That's
open.
A good chance.
That's
to
a
win.
good chance because that means you believe in Kyle and myself. 844-770-3776 is the Carbless talk and text line, and that is your opportunity to be on the over here on Over Under. And we can get into it, Hunter, unless you got to do some work back there.
Still waiting on that over caller. So I guess for now we'll just
guys hit the over, or will they disappoint? It's time for Over Under on Kyle, Brust, and Nortman.
Still waiting on that caller for the over. And of course they call as I say that we get somebody calling.
Well, there's a little delay here, so I knew it was going to happen as you were panicking, Hunter. Always have patience. Always have patience. KBN Nation always comes through.
You know what I'm learning about Hunter? Hunter, you try to live a stress-free life.
Does he? I feel like he's very stressed.
No, he tries to avoid stress because he knows that stress may make him feel a certain way. He probably shows up early to everything and just is prepared. Him and Brad probably get along very well.
Yes, they're the opposite of you.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Me, on the other hand, it is what it is,
if you
baby.
show up in the segment on time, I'm shocked.
Let's go. Let's do it, baby.
All right. So, Hunter, who is on the over?
We have Rick in Madison.
Rick in Madison. So the way this works, Hunter, what is our over, under, and our category?
Your over-under is 5.5. Worked with Jesse Nelson to come up with this one. And it is.
Oh, wow. You outsourced this to Jesse Nelson?
I didn't outsource. We came up with the number together. I had the category and the list. I want the highest seeds to make a Final Four. So, because this one doesn't count, we haven't had this, it would be like the 16 seed. So I want the highest seeds to make the Final Four in the men's tournament.
Do you need teams or numbers?
I want the teams. You don't have to get the year, so just give me the school.
How high did VCU make it or no?
Just stay with me. We haven't started the clock yet. I'm writing my 10 numbers down. All right. 3, 2, 1. Let me know when you're ready.
3, 2, 1, now.
UCLA 11 seed, final answer.
They did that in 2021.
George Mason, final answer.
That's the one I was trying to think of.
06.
What was their seed, just for reference?
Those were both 11 seeds.
Syracuse in 2016,
right.
final answer.
They were a 10 seed.
UConn?
Yeah, I think UConn was, a 9 seed?
8 seed, won it, final answer?
Oh, that's a different one.
Damn, we got to dig deep. Ooh. So, they were an 8 seed, correct?
Yeah.
Did VCU make it to the Final Four or no?
Yeah, they did. I just don't know what their seed was.
They were a double. They were a double.
VCU final.
They were an 11 seed, 2011.
How far back does this list?
2 minutes.
So we have 4, and we need.
What was Wisconsin? Oh no, Wisconsin was like an 8 seed.
No. Yeah. I gotta dig deep right now. I gotta dig real deep. Loyola Chicago final.
Oh yeah, good job.
They were an 11 seed in 2018.
Has a 12 seed ever made it?
Sorry, Kyle. We're at 5, and I'm
Go ahead,
thinking,
rack
I'm
your
thinking
brain.
deep. You keep racking. We got 5. We need one more. Butler
was a good seed.
Northern Iowa didn't make it. They just knocked off Kansas on that shot. Oh man, this is getting tough. These are the ones I know.
Cinderellas.
Oh. I got the recent one, too.
When did what was South Carolina when they made it? Didn't South Carolina make it to a Final Four?
South Carolina did make it.
And they upset Wisconsin that year.
They did not, but it was the year that Wisconsin got upset. It was just
1 minute.
Let's try Frank Martin's South Carolina Gamecocks. Damn. That was a good poll, Kyle. That was a really good poll. We have 3 more guesses. Man, 11 seeds to make it or a 10 seed to make it. This is tough. That was a tough over/under. Hunter, is there one that's gonna kill me after? Like, I'm gonna kick myself?
30 seconds.
I think 3. I think these 4 of these. 4 of the 5 that are left you're gonna be upset about.
Is there another? There's not another UConn. Is there a UConn team when I feel like they made a run.
No. Final Four. I'm thinking like Horizon
10,
League. I'm thinking
9,
Missouri Valley.
8, 7.
Maybe Bradley final.
6, 5, 4, 3,
Did Auburn
2,
Maybe Drake final.
1.
Nope, that Bradley guess was your last one.
Well, I got Drake final in before, so.
Yeah, well, but you had don't you get 3 strikes?
No, we get as many guesses. We get 10 guesses.
Oh, you get 10 guesses. Okay.
That's okay. Thanks for listening, but that's okay.
Sorry.
We won?
No, we lost.
Nope, you did not. So we had Duggan Dane taking the under was our winner.
Okay, can you give us the results? I'm very curious.
So for our 11 seeds, you had NC State last year.
Oh, my God, we're so stupid.
That was last year.
I lost to him. I'm an idiot.
Yep. UCLA, you got Loyola Chicago, VCU, George Mason. This one you were never going to get. LSU in 1986. They were the first 11 seed to do it.
Nope. Wasn't going to get that. That's not like that's stupid.
Yeah, that was the one where I knew you weren't going to get it. The 10 seeds, Miami in 2022, and then Syracuse in 2016 you got. And then this goes back to 9 seeds, FAU 2023, Wichita
FAU.
State 2013.
Oh, yeah. Dang.
I'm less mad about FAU and Wichita State. It's
You
more
really?
Larinaga. I stared at this list like 2 weeks ago.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because I was just looking at Final Four participants.
Now I'm just disappointed in you.
You should be disappointed in me.
Yeah, Wichita
and Rick
State,
and Madison should be disappointed in me.
Wichita State, I remember that one because
they
were
Shockers.
Yeah, they had
Greg Marshall.
Good team.
It was the white guy who played for the Knicks for a little bit.
Oh, I forgot. I remember Clee Anthony early, and was Van Vliet on that team too?
Yeah, I think Van Vliet was, and then Ron Baker was their point guard.
Yeah.
Well, congrats to Doug and Dane. That makes me very sad. We'll be back in 2 minutes
on
live
us.
from Lucky's 1313. That is so tough. Ugh, 2 minutes.
When it comes to security for your home and family, you want a winner, and we found one when we placed our trust with J&K Security Solutions. This is Greg Gard. Kim and Jeff hit the game-winning shot for us with the Control 4 home technology system. Home or away, from our smartphones, we can open the garage door, dim the lights, turn on the TV, as well as arm the security system. That's convenience as well as peace of mind. Let J&K Security Solutions do for your home or business like they've done for us. Call 255-5799 or online at jksecurity.com.
Hi, this is former Badger Pro Football Hall of Famer Joe Thomas. You're listening to 100.5 ESPN WTLX Monona, Madison. Good Karma Brands radio station.
Broadcasting live from the Everlight Solar Studio, this is your Metro Kia of Madison Sports Center.
What is up, Madison? I'm Hunter Vaughn. Your Sports Center update is brought to you by Zimbrick Honda's presentation of Prep Mania. Coverage of the boys basketball postseason continues tonight with a sectional semifinal battle between the Wanakee Warriors and the Verona Wildcats. Coverage starts at 6:30 with the tip-off at 7 o'clock, streaming exclusively right here on the ESPN Madison YouTube channel. You can join me and the Dean, Dennis Summerow, for that one. It's a huge day for basketball in the state of Wisconsin. First in the NBA, the Milwaukee Bucks, who have lost 3 in a row, are looking to bounce back as they host the LA Lakers tonight. Both Giannis and Dame are listed as game time decisions for that one. Pre-game coverage starts at 6 o'clock right after Jim, Matt, and Molly. And then the tip-off is at 6:30. You can listen to that game right here on Madison's home for Milwaukee Bucks basketball, 100.5 ESPN. And then in college hoops, both teams going at it right now. First, the Wisconsin Badgers lead by 10 over Northwestern, and Marquette trails 62-56 to Xavier.
Metro Kia of Madison, Madison's trusted Kia dealer. Stop into Metro Kia on the east side of Madison or metrokiaofmadison.com.
Broadcasting live from the Everlight Solar Studios in Madison. This is Kyle, Brust, and Nortman, KBN, sponsored by Bud Light on ESPN Wisconsin. Here's Kyle Wallace, Ben Brust, and Brad Nortman.
From Lucky's 1313 in Madison on 100.5 ESPN Madison, streaming on YouTube at ESPN Milwaukee and at ESPN Madison.
Okay, Marquette.
62-56, Xavier over Marquette in the second half. 44-36 in the second half, a little bit earlier in the game, or close to in the Wisconsin Northwestern game. Congrats to Doug and Dane for the over-under win. I'll take full responsibility of that loss. 844-770-3776 is the Carbless Talking text line. Less is more. Now make sure you go to the poll and vote because it's getting dicey in here. I can't believe Stokes is winning this because what Kyle said earlier is really important. Who is the worst Brian Gutekunst first-round draft pick? Stokes, 47%. Darnell Savage, 20%. Lucas Van Ness, 27%, other 6%. But what I will add to this is, as Kyle said, Stokes at least showed something on the field his first year.
Mm-hmm.
Something on the field. Something.
Yeah.
Van Ness is tripping himself into sacks because he was unblocked and fell and still got the sack because he was just unblocked.
I think people are just, again, palms, as you guys talk about. Prisoner of the moment of Eric Stokes, I agree. Eric Stokes did not have a great career. He is going to go down as a bust for the Green Bay Packers as a first-round pick. If you let your first-round pick walk after 4 years, 4 seasons, 21, 22, 23, 24,
yeah, no fifth-year option, obviously.
If you let your guy walk after 4 years, that's an absolute bust. But Lucas Van Ness right now is on the exact same, I don't want to say trajectory, because trajectory means you're going in the right direction, so downward spiral.
And so it led to the question about Goody and LaFleur. Is the relationship good? But ultimately, I want to know from Kyle as a Packer backer, do you think the Packers are too content?
Yeah, I do. I really do believe the Packers.
But did you feel this last year? Because this is 365 days, and you just called somebody Palm prisoner of the moment for picking Eric Stokes on the poll.
I did.
Now I need reasoning. Are the Packers content? 844-770-3776. Are they too content, rather? And I need depth from you, not just I'm mad about free agency. Of course they're too content.
I mean, it's just when you look historically, the Green Bay Packers have always been a way too content organization. We rarely take the swing in order to add players to the roster that could truly be difference makers, right? It goes all the way back to the fact that Brett Favre wanted Randy Moss to be on this team. We could have had Randy Moss on this team, but we weren't willing to truly swing that trade and make it happen. And then we watched Randy Moss go on to the Patriots, and we saw exactly how special that football team was. And now we are at the same point now with the Green Bay Packers where we had all these different opportunities to go to a Super Bowl where we made it to NFC championships with one of the greatest quarterbacks of all time in Aaron Rodgers, but we never went all in order to put a roster around Aaron Rodgers simply because we were more focused on the contentness of being competitive versus taking the actual chance to be great. The Green Bay Packers don't aim for greatness. They aim to be very, very good. And very, very good is nice. It makes sure people go to see the games. It makes sure people are watching you, but it does not lead to what we ultimately want. We have seen a content organization be so content that you saw multiple quarterbacks get frustrated. And if you think for a second that the Jordan Love we love, right, the nice guy, is not going to get upset if year after year they are not getting him any offensive weapons in order to give him the best opportunity to win a championship. He will find himself getting upset. And we already saw a little glimpse of this when he kind of talked about during the season at the end of the year about how the guys weren't getting separation. I think after the Vikings game, he said, hey, our guys just got to find a way to get separation. They have to find a way to get separation. That is just giving you a little glimpse of some of the frustration that's building up as a quarterback where he's dropping back there, scrambling for his life, trying to find somebody that's open, but everybody has somebody stuck to him like glue. And so that frustration eventually at some point, after year after year after year, Jordan Love is going to blow up and end up just like Aaron Rodgers and like Brett Favre, frustrated that this team is not going all in because they are content with being a very good organization.
Are you predicting a disgruntled Green Bay Packers quarterback? It's too early for that.
No, I'm predicting what is going to always happen because we have seen it before. We're talking about over the last 30 years, we've had 3 starting quarterbacks, and the 2 of those 3 have already had some discontent because of the team not wanting to go all in or going to make the big move to really bring a championship here. The Green Bay Packers brought in Reggie White. They ended up getting a championship. Now, Charles Woodson wasn't the same, but they drafted very well where they got Clay Matthews. You also got yourself a B.J. Raji, and you found a way to build a good roster for Aaron Rodgers. You had Jordy Nelson. You had Greg Jennings on that roster, so that was a good enough roster, but you had Hall of Fame talent on that football team. The Green Bay Packers right now, Xavier McKinney, not Hall of Fame quite yet. He has to have much more seasons like this one, but you have guys that are plus guys, all-pro type guys. So let's keep building this roster, but right now what the Packers are showing with the signings that they had is they're content with knocking it out the park last year, and they're content this year just hitting a double.
Yeah, and I think that's the hard part for me is when you look at the Philadelphia Eagles and the way they were constructed last year. It was all pro after all pro after all pro. All pro after all pro after all pro. And it's one thing to say, yeah, we can draft and develop, but who are those all pros outside of maybe Edgerrin Cooper, who showed he could potentially be that, other than the 2 guys you signed? The hard part is you can give Goody flowers for the signings that were all pros. But when you constantly preach draft to develop and then you're searching and throwing a dartboard and hoping that one of them become an all-pro, that's not a working strategy for you to win championships. And I think that's where I grow continuously frustrated year after year is like, all right, we think it's a good draft. We want it to be a good draft, and we're hoping these guys take steps because we've grown accustomed to Green Bay Packer players taking those next steps. We're at a place where it's a fearful spot that you're hitting that plateau of, he's just not getting enough guys that are turning into the quality starters and all pros that they consistently are able to funnel in. And
Josh
examples
Myers.
being Josh Myers and Eric Stokes going for less than $10 million combined in their new contracts, not with the Green Bay Packers.
That's indicative of what Goody is doing. When you draft a guy in the second round, and then all of a sudden he gets signed not to be a starter but be a backup, but he was starting for your football team for the last multiple seasons, that is indicative of what you evaluated in the talent that you had, right? And when it comes to the offensive line for the Green Bay Packers, offensive lines help you win championships, but they are not the deciding factor. You want to have a great offensive line. You 100% want to do that because they can pave holes for your running back, but then on top of that, they can give your quarterback time to throw the football. But the key thing is the running back scores the touchdowns, the receivers catch the passes, and the QB is the one who's the general on the football field. So I would love to have a great offensive line, but even more so, I would love to have guys that can be explosive.
Ben Brust, Kyle Wallace, Hunter Vaughn running the show. UKBN Nation 844-770-3776 on the Carbless Talking text line. I feel like I'm one that, like, I try and have perspective of 2010 is when I moved to Wisconsin.
Oh, what a great time to be in the Green Bay, in the land of the Green Bay Packers.
What did you do when the Packers won the Super Bowl?
Oh, man, I was excited. I was at my parents' house watching the game, and I just celebrated. I was happy, getting ready to go back to school.
Oh, how old were you?
I was 20 at the time.
You weren't at school?
20. No.
Oh, you were probably on breaks. I was playing.
I know it was.
No, it's February.
No, it was. I went home for the weekend because this is one thing about me. I don't like watching Packer games around people.
So you went home from UW Whitewater.
I was home that weekend
to go
to watch
the Packers.
To watch
you didn't have a TV in your room.
I know. I literally. My boy Twan actually came over, and some other people came over there. My family and from family friends were watching the game downstairs. I was upstairs in my room watching the Green Bay
by
Packers.
yourself at your parents' home.
Door closed. Yep. And when they made a
what
big
is
play,
wrong with you?
What a loser!
No, not a loser. It's just a simple fact that listen, this is big time. You don't know nothing about this, Hunter. You don't know nothing about this. All right, this is big time because of the fact that I just need to be in my own space where I can watch my favorite team, the Green Bay Packers, go on to beat the Pittsburgh Steelers in the Super Bowl. So, yeah, I was at the crib that day. I was happy, and once the game was over, I was able to celebrate. Then eventually got back to Whitewater, and there was a lot of energy on campus, a lot of buzz on campus that the Packers were going on to the
so even for me, the reason why I bring this up is 2010 I moved here, and it was Go Pack Go all throughout the streets of Madison where we are today. And then even in 2014, obviously the horrible ending against Seattle, they were good enough to win a Super Bowl. Like, that was a Super Bowl caliber team.
Yeah,
2020, they were a Super Bowl caliber team.
Yeah, they were.
2021 weren't as good as 2020, but again, you could make a case because you had Aaron Rodgers. They should have beaten the 49ers and not lost on a special teams snafu.
Yeah, I mean, Aaron Rodgers didn't score enough.
So I've seen everything over the championship in 2010 versus the rest of history of the Green Bay Packers.
Mm-hmm.
I have a fear that they're losing the high-quality talent and that Goody might not be the guy to bring enough of it in. Is he going to hit? Like, he almost is starting to fall into he's almost like every other GM guy.
No.
You know what I mean? If you're going to be draft and develop, you can't just be like every other GM.
No,
if you're draft and develop, you need to be able to hit. There's only 4 players out of 47 drafted from 2017 to 21 that are on this roster.
Yeah, it's terrible. And there's only one player that he drafted is the reason why he's still the GM for this team. You take away Jordan Love, he should not be the GM of this football team. He should not be the GM. It's plain and simple. Because if he did not,
but don't you have to give him credit for that, or you're starting to hold him accountable for the rest?
He gets credit for that, but what he has to continually work on building a roster. He has to make up for the fact that he missed in so many drafts early on. He has to make up for that, and I thought he was going to do that. I thought he was going to continue to add guys who could be difference makers. Again, I'm not going to say that the offensive lineman, Aaron Banks, that they signed isn't good. I'm not going to sit here and act like Hobbs isn't going to potentially be good. But I just understand that neither of those guys are going to be the great playmakers that we need that's going to elevate this team. And that, to me, just shows that this Green Bay Packer football team and organization is entirely too content with just being good. There were options out there to be great, and the Green Bay Packers did not take the bait to be great.
Well, I do want to discuss this with Jason Wilde because Jason Wilde is going to join us next. We did play some audio from him earlier about people in the building of 1265 are interested in Trey Hendrickson, but that doesn't matter if Goody doesn't want him. So we will get more information on that from Jason Wilde live from Lucky's 1313. Be here 8 to 9:30 for your chance to go to Vegas and see the Mini Hoops Mania qualifiers in action with beer specials and all. I'll be here. Look forward to buying you a nice cold
Oh,
Bud
wow.
Light. I offered it up.
You offering up? Do you have like a budget, the first couple fans that come? Man, that's a lot of people.
No budget.
Oh, wow. Benny Bucks, not buckets. Benny got big bucks.
No, Benny
Warbucks.
Benny Bud Light buckets.
Oh.
Like that?
I like that.
Jason Wilde next.
You're listening to Kyle, Brust, and Nortman, KBN.
Craig Counsell bobblehead that was given away, and we, just did a nice, soliloquy. Is that the right word?
Yeah, like a montage.
Like a Virgil.
Vigil.
Vigil. Virgil. A vigil. We did a vigil.
Vigil.
On ESPN Wisconsin and WisconsinOnDemand.com.
Ben Brust here to tell you about Bud Light's Mini Hoops Mania because on Thursday, March 13th, that is the finals. It's at Lucky's 1313 from 8 to 9:30 p.m. Your chance to go to Vegas, your chance to win money, all courtesy of our great friends at Bud Light. I'll be there giving away some Bud Light and some swag. You'll be there with a chance to win for an opportunity to go to Vegas. So don't miss it. That's Thursday, March 13th. That's 8 p.m. to 9:30 p.m. at Lucky's 1313.
Home practice is about to begin. Your daughter's new tap shoes? Loud. Your son's new tuba? Louder. But you got this. Just like Associated Bank's got you with $50 overdraft Greystone. So if you lose track of expenses buying some noise-canceling and sanity-saving headphones, we've got your back. You got this with $50 overdraft Greystone from Associated Bank. See AssociatedBank.com/checking or ask a banker for details. Member FDIC.
The madness has arrived at Metro Ford of Madison this month. Get behind the wheel of a 2024 Ford F-150 with 3.9% APR for 66 months plus $2,000 flex buy cash, $16.86 cost per thousand borrowed. Or drive away in the 2024 Ford Escape with 1.9% APR for 66 months plus $500 flex buy cash, $15.97 cost per thousand. Don't miss out. These offers end March 31st. Head to Metro Ford of Madison or visit MetroFordofMadison.com today.
Join the Madison Money Guy, Christian Finfrock, for Retirement Income Strategies, Saturday and Sunday mornings at 7. Get the information you need as you plan for retirement. That's Retirement Income Strategies, Saturday and Sunday mornings at 7. Investment advisory services offer the Retirement Income Strategies, an SEC-registered investment advisor.
This is our crew.
Fly ball right field. Hit a ton. We're tied.
Milwaukee Brewers baseball is coming to ESPN Madison.
The 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. He struck him out.
Every pitch, every dramatic moment, every
fly ball left field. Back. Still back. It is up and gone.
Madison's new home of the Milwaukee Brewers. 100.5 ESPN.
Experience, knowledge, and results. That's what you need when you've been in a serious truck accident. Call Gruber Law Offices. We've successfully helped people injured by big trucks for more than 35 years. Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all.
In the next 30 seconds, I'm going to tell you how to save money and save the planet. It's simple. Ditch your energy bill and make the switch over to Everlight Solar. While electricity prices keep rising, Everlight Solar will give you the chance to take ownership of your power while also reducing your carbon footprint. As a local company based out of Madison, they'll be there with you every step of the way as you make the switch to solar. To learn more about how you can save money and save the planet, go to everlightsolar.com.
Since 1956, Holman Lindsay Paints has been making paint in Wisconsin for Wisconsin.
Because of their commitment to making great paint for Wisconsinites, Holman Lindsay has grown over the years to 26 locations in this great state. Headquarters in Sun Prairie with a state-of-the-art facility, Holman Lindsay has the paint you need to make your job better. From do-it-yourself to professional, Holman Lindsay has paint for everyone. Visit one of their local locations today in Madison, Sun Prairie, Middleton, and Janesville.
Every event tells a story, from the first impression to the final moments. Have someone guide your guests through every chapter the way you want the story told. Hi, it's Jeffrey from Celebrations Entertainment. With a strong presence, great voices, and an award-winning team, trust us to guide, direct, and inform your guests through all the different chapters of the day. For fun, memorable entertainment for any event, please visit us at celebrationsentertainment.com. That's celebrationsentertainment.com.
This is Kyle, Brust, and Nortman, KBN, on ESPN Wisconsin and WisconsinOnDemand.com.
I'm not leaving. The Wolf of Wall Street was on the other day when I was flipping through channel. Great family film.
Three-time Wisconsin Sports Writer of the Year.
I'm a naturally inquisitive person.
Holding everybody accountable.
If you feel better about that, I'm happy to do so.
Jason Wilde is on Kyle, Brust, and Nortman.
Scheduled to appear is Jason Wilde. Hunter Vaughn efforting to get our guy Jason on the phone. So, Kyle, I got a question.
I have an answer.
Do we say something or do we not say something?
About what?
Currently in Lucky's 13-13.
Uh-oh.
Peacock stalled for a second. I think they got paused or lost service or had a little Wi-Fi hiccup.
Like Peacock?
Like Peacock. No. Like, I'm guessing like they paused it on accident here for Marquette Xavier. Reason why I bring that up is I have the ESPN.com score up for Marquette Xavier. There's 4:12 left. Marquette, after a David Joplin 3, is up 77-73.
Oh!
But see, you just did that. Right now, Marquette is losing because it's behind here at Lucky's 13-13.
Well, this is, hey, it makes, for those who are listening or behind.
They're down 71-6. No one's behind.
No.
This is legitimately two minutes of
it
game
is.
time behind. Yes, that was Cam Jones to make it 72-71, which I saw 3 minutes ago. So do we say something or do we just let them watch behind? Like everyone, like part of live sports is watching it live. Right now, I think they're convinced they're watching it live.
I would honestly, I would be happy to hear this. I would be happy to hear that my team is some ways going to take the lead.
So
and
I guess,
yes. chance to watch it.
Like it's 72-71, and right now it's 77-73.
Oh, buckets! How did I know?
Yeah,
how did I know?
Oh, yeah. Should we start like predicting it out loud? I bet you David Joplin hits
He's about
three.
to bust a 3 down here. Watch, Marquette gonna get a stop and make it 3. No,
hey, Jesse Nelson, how much you want to bet David Joplin hits a 3 the next possession?
$5. I'll take that.
We'll take that bet. We'll take that bet.
But I'll take that.
We'll take that bet.
I feel good about him.
Oh my gosh! This is exactly.
This is what it is.
Kyle Wallace and Ben Brust here. I don't know if it's the next possession though. I know David Joplin is a 3, so we might lose $5. Hunter, are you following right now?
Yeah, I am. You guys are knuckleheads.
No, but we got Jesse. We got Jesse on the hook right now.
Come on.
Now I got to do this with the listening audience. So Marquette is up 74-71, not in real time. Jesse does not know that. We bet him $5 because I saw on ESPN.com that David. This isn't play-by-play because it's already happened.
It happened.
David Joplin is going to hit a 3, and Jesse's going to owe us $5 each.
Yeah.
I really. Where's he going right now? He's getting closer now. He's getting closer.
He said, "I want to
Jesse
come up
Nelson's he's got his wallet out right now. He's nervous. He's asking if they take cash back here at Lucky 13-13. He's ordered a drink. His day ended about 5 hours ago.
It did. This is fun now. He can turn up right now.
Oh,
man. He could definitely turn up.
100 just texted me. It looks like, are we not going to have Jason? You can just tell me. It's okay.
I'm not sure. I texted him, called a couple times.
This is a better bit. All right, David Joplin, what do you got? Come on. $5 for Jesse Nelson to Ben Brust and Kyle Wallace. Come on, David.
Let's see.
Find Joplin.
Where is he at?
Oh. Is he in the corner with the ball?
No,
he's got up top.
Come on, give it to Joplin.
Oh, he's got it. Oh, step back,
back.
Joplin. $5. $5 from Jesse Nelson. Where's my money, Jesse?
Run me that.
On stream. Come on now. The KBN Nation's got to know you pay your debts. He's looking through his wallet.
He doesn't
He's
pay
looking
debt.
through his wallet, and it's come on now, Jesse. Come on now.
Costco. Yeah, you can take me to Costco.
I got one of those. I can't do anything with yours.
Jesse,
what's that $2 bill? We got change. It's the Kyle Wallace and Ben Brust fund.
I do have change. Let's see here. For once, I actually do have. I do got some moolah in my wallet. Whoa! Why do I have all this money in my wallet? Yeah, I don't know why I have all this money in my wallet.
Wait, why does he get change? You lost $5 to each of us.
Oh, yeah, just give me,
Yes, you did. Why do you give him all this money?
Thank you. You're still out. You're still out.
You're out.
You're out of 10.
You lost 5 to each of us.
You lost 5. Wow, that was the easiest $5. Do I feel bad?
Don't feel bad.
Should we feel bad? 844-770-3776.
Did he? Wait. When is he washing your car?
Well, you know what? I'll take this. this bit is better than my car getting washed.
And $5 for his co-host.
Should we do it again?
Oh my!
Should we do it again? Should we do it again? Double nothing.
Oh, this is great.
Oh my God.
This is great, boy. I tell you. I wish this is like Back to the Future. You know what I'm saying? This is like or going ahead.
Oh man.
Know what's gonna happen?
Oh God, Hunter, please tell me we're not bad.
No, I think that might be one of the better bits that you've ever done, especially to Jesse. That is too perfect.
So what you're gonna have to do though, Hunter, is you're gonna have to pull that audio at some point specifically and just send it to Alex Strofe, Brad Nortman, Kyle Wallace, Ben Brust, and we'll have to post that one too. That's going to go up on KBN ESPN.
This is fantastic.
Oh my gosh, I don't even know how to do the show right now.
Well, so what's the Marquette score?
Well, okay, so do we look again? So right now, for all of us joining here on 100.5 ESPN Madison, we have the Marquette game on one of the TVs. Obviously, the Badgers up 62-46, taking care of business. And they're looking good. The reason why I got to whisper is just in case Jesse Nelson is listening to us. We have on ESPN.com, Marquette is up 77-75. They're in live action right now. Somebody just made a free throw for Xavier. It is currently in commercial, coming back from commercial break on Peacock because they accidentally paused it here at Lucky's 13-13. So just a while back, I saw that David Joplin hit a 3 to put Marquette up 4. And I bet Jesse Nelson $5 that Joplin was going to hit a 3.
And he took it.
So Cam Jones made layup 240 to put it 79-77.
He must really hate David Joplin. I tell you, to not believe us, huh?
Hey,
that's
Jesse,
because I complain about Joplin all the time.
Double or nothing? Oh, you know what's going on? Yeah, Jesse caught on. Hey. You've been swindled, my friend. You have been swindled.
You want your money back, Jesse?
Yeah, I kind of feel bad. No, I don't. I don't feel bad at all.
Jesse, you come get your $5 back.
Yeah.
You owe Ben a lot, though.
Yeah, you've owed me a car wash, Jesse, for about 2 years. Cheers. Hunter, I got to take a break, get my thoughts together, and we'll come back. I do want to talk a little Green Bay Packers as Marquette is taking the lead. Badgers taking care of business. We're live from Lucky's 13-13 on 100.5 ESPN Madison. I don't apologize for the tomfoolery. Next.
This is Kyle, Brust, and Nortman.
He is now off his rocker saying it. Well, if I played...
Choke artist. Choke artist, choke artist, choke artist. That's what you both are. Yeah, I said it. You both are choke artists.
Losers, choke artists.
That's what you are. You
frauds,
choked against
TCU.
You choked against Oregon. You choked against Kentucky. You choked against Duke. I can keep going.
On ESPN Wisconsin and WisconsinOnDemand.com.
Look, we all know that as we age, our bodies change. But Carbon World Health can help. They have a process of testosterone replacement therapy that includes a diagnostic exam and blood test to assess your hormone levels. to make sure that they are optimal for you, not optimal for your age. Carbon World Health can help you increase your energy, focus, and overall health with their approach to hormone therapy. It's all about quality of life for you. Learn more at carbonworldhealth.com.
Being a Pella consultant means helping people build their dreams.
Customers really appreciate just how prepared we are. All the samples, the videos, pictures.
We are with you from start to finish. You literally have a friend from beginning to end and beyond with your project.
Our Pella team simplifies the process, taking time to listen and find the right solution for you. And right now, get windows as low as $22 per month and doors as low as $89 per month. Visit PellaWI.com today.
Certain restrictions apply. It's 3/31/2025.
I knew that we were going to be getting engaged soon and needed to do some ring shopping. Heard the radio ads of Chalmers and decided, hey, we should give it a shot at Chalmers.
They were just awesome at accepting us through the door and understanding what she wanted in terms of how she wanted it, and they delivered.
Everybody always is telling me how sparkly my ring is. They tell me that they really like the style of the ring and the setting that it's in. I am ecstatic with it.
Thank you, Chalmers.
Zimbrick Honda has been a proud part of the Madison community since 1973. They're your one-stop shop for over 250 new Hondas to choose from. Whether you're looking for a sedan, SUV, or truck, their selection of new vehicles is second to none. Stop in today at their location on Fish Hatchery Road and lease a 2025 Honda Passport EXL for as low as $349 per month. Or browse their vehicle selection online at ZimbrickHonda.com. That's ZimbrickHonda.com. Shop local, shop Zimbrick Honda.
It's time for the Milwaukee Basketball Report on 100.5 ESPN.
Lillard's going to tee up a three, and he splashes it through for the left wing.
Brought to you by Michelob Ultra, the official beer of the Milwaukee Bucks.
The Bucks lost their third straight, dropping a heartbreaker to the Indiana Pacers 115-114 at Gainbridge Fieldhouse. With Milwaukee up 3, Indiana's Tyrese Halliburton nailed a three-pointer with 3 seconds remaining and got fouled to complete an improbable 4-point play.
Nembhard gets it to Halliburton, off balance the three. He hits it with a foul. You have got to be kidding me.
Brook Lopez led the Deer with 23 points. Giannis and Damian Lillard each notched double-doubles, 19 points and 17 rebounds for the Greek Freak, 15 points and 11 assists for Dame. The 36-28 Bucks look to get back on track Thursday night when they welcome in LeBron James, Luka Doncic, and the Los Angeles Lakers to Fiserv Forum.
This has been your Milwaukee Basketball Report on Madison's home for Bucks basketball, 100.5 ESPN. Brought to you by Michelob Ultra.
Texting enrolls you in a recurring automated marketing text messages. Consent not required to purchase. Message and data rates may apply.
The team's looking good this season.
I think so. Man, I miss playing football. Being young with unlimited energy to burn. Ever since I turned 40, I just can't find that fire I used to have.
Think it could be lower testosterone?
What do you mean?
All guys lose their edge when they turn 40. The body has less testosterone. That's why I take Nugenix Total T.
I've heard about Nugenix. That really works?
Since I started taking Nugenix, I'm lifting like when we played for Coach Carter. I feel more energized at work. It's even spiced up things between me and the missus.
Are they still giving out complimentary bottles for people to try?
Yep, send a text. It's that easy.
Text FORCE to 42424 right now for your complimentary bottle of Nugenix Total T. It's the #1 selling testosterone boosting brand at GNC and Walmart. Do it now and they'll also send you a bottle of Nugenix Thermo X, their newest, most powerful fat burner ever, absolutely free. Text FORCE to 42424. That's FORCE to 42424. These statements have not been evaluated by the FDA. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
This is Kyle, Brust, and Nortman. Brought to you by Bud Light, the official beer of the NFL. On 100.5 ESPN, the ESPN Madison YouTube channel, and Wisconsin On Demand.
When the sun goes down, we'll be grooving when the sun goes down. We're feeling all right when the sun sinks down. Over the water, everything gets hotter when
right off the Beltline at Rimrock Road, you're going to find Zimbrick European. They have Mercedes, Audi, Porsche, certified pre-owns, and Mercedes-Benz Sprinter vans. I started my journey with Zimbrick European in 2018, and it's been quite the journey. From a 2-door coupe to a 4-door to now an SUV to make sure that my daughter is safe and sound in that vehicle every time I strap her in the car seat. It has been an amazing journey working with Aaron and their team, and has always talked about it, right? I was driving something that I liked, but, you know, they can make leasing affordable. So why drive something ordinary when you can drive something extraordinary? Check out ZimbrickEuropean.com for their available inventory today. Live from Lucky's 1313. Make sure that you stop on by tonight, because tonight at Lucky's 1313, somebody is going to Las Vegas, courtesy of Mini Hoops Mania and Bud Light.
That's awesome.
8 to 9:30. Giveaways, beer specials. There's some qualifiers that are competing to go to Vegas, and then you have a chance to win $10,000 in cash as people are celebrating the three that Marquez just had. That happened 5 minutes ago. Ben Brust, Kyle Wallace, no Brad Nortman. Alex Strofe taking the day off. Good for him. He's deserved it. Did he deserve it, Hunter?
Sorry, Jason Weldy texted me, so I was reading that.
Is he going to join?
He could join you guys in the 4 o'clock hour for 4 hour at 4.
We'll take Jason.
I like
Okay,
that.
I'll let him know.
Just let us know what time works for him. We're very flexible here on Kyle, Brust, and Nortman. With that, I just want to know, Kyle, what makes you more upset? The lack of aggressiveness in terms of, again, no one's going to get mad at signing a guard. I know we got Nate Hobbs, but you're frustrated in not taking that next step. Is it more frustrating to you of the lack of urgency that Goody is moving with, or the fact that Josh Myers and Eric Stokes signed for less than $10 million combined as 2021 premium picks, a first and second round pick?
Yeah, it's about the urgency to me. Like, you're going to miss on picks, and unfortunately, Goody misses way too many picks. But it's just the lack of urgency. When you got a guy who's selling you dreams, right, that's one thing I don't like you to do. Don't sell me these dreams that you're going to have a sense of urgency. Don't sell me a dream that we got the guys in there and it's about time that we start competing for championships. And then when you have an opportunity to compete for championships, you kind of keep your hands underneath your butt and you don't move them whatsoever. That's the biggest issue for me that I do have, is that this offseason was not about a sense of urgency. It was about trying to build a roster, but it wasn't about trying to build the roster to get to the point that you can truly compete with the likes of the Philadelphia Eagles, with the likes of the Detroit Lions. This team didn't get bigger and tougher. This team didn't get somebody that can wreak havoc on Jared Goff. This team didn't get somebody that can chase down a Jalen Hurts. This team didn't do that. This team basically fortified the offensive line fantastic and got a corner in here who's going to have good days and he's going to have bad days, and he's not going to sit there and lock up the opposing receiver across from him each and every single week. So it's the lack of urgency that he had to actually compete for championships that bothers me so much. And the sad thing is, Ben, is that we all had such high expectations going into the past 2024 season. One day we're going to dig up.
Oh, I can do that.
Maybe
this weekend. It's gonna be warm.
One day you will be able to dig all those up, and we'll.
So you're talking about the Packers time capsule.
Yes.
For those who don't know, we put together a list of predictions for the Packers season that is buried in my backyard that I need to get out before the weed man comes.
Oh yeah, you gotta do that. For
I gotta make sure the weed man, because they can regrow that grass once I dig up the time.
Oh, I can't wait till the weed man
and
comes.
See all of those predictions that everyone made. But, yeah, I think based off this, I have another question because of urgency. Now, I know they don't know who their quarterback is going to be. Maybe they do, maybe they don't.
Uh-huh.
But the Minnesota Vikings shored up both the offense. I heard Mark Tauscher on Wilde and Tausch this morning talk about how good the offensive line is of the Minnesota Vikings.
Oh, yeah, they upgraded.
And then on the defensive line, they signed 2 defensive interior tackles in Jonathan Allen and Hargrove, whose first name I'm blanking on.
Jason, I think.
Is it 2 Jonathans?
I think maybe it's Jason or Jonathan.
Whatever it is, $60 million and $40 million respectively, $100 million into the interior of the defensive line. They've built in the trenches. Heading into next season, who would you rather, if you took your fandom out of it, who would you rather be rooting for? Like, who do you think has a better shot to go further in the playoffs, the Vikings or the Packers?
Unfortunately, right now when I look at it, despite the fact they don't have
roster building perspective only, not fandom. I'm not going to hold this against you. This won't be something we do an attack at.
No, when I look right now, I think it's the Minnesota Vikings, and I understand that we do not know what to expect from the quarterback position. But again, going into last season, everybody thought the Minnesota Vikings were at best a 6-win football team last year, playing in a division that you have the Green Bay Packers that made the playoffs, the Detroit Lions that made the NFC Championship, the Chicago Bears that they thought got a quarterback and we're an improved football team, only to find out that the Minnesota Vikings were not just one of the best teams in the NFC North. They were one of the best teams in the NFC in football last year, and they did it all with a starting quarterback of Sam Darnold. I don't know how good J.J. McCarthy is, but what I can say is I didn't expect Sam Darnold to all of a sudden resurrect his career. So what I see is I see a team going.
It's still going.
Hunter,
are you a Marquette fan?
Yeah.
Yes, he is. You didn't know that?
Bring out a Hoya.
Well, based off what he was saying, I was like, he seems to be going for the Marquette.
But this is the problem. This is the problem, Kyle.
Wait a minute. You worried about this Marquette game, not worried about us sounding great?
You guys sound fine. You're good. I was listening in case you guys swore. You were fine.
Thanks,
I'm locked in on the end of this one.
Just in case we swore.
Yeah. I don't want to be responsible for an FCC violation.
I'm going to do my best to make sure that Hunter is not watching Marquette and making sure he's making sure there's no FCC violation.
I mean, if I cuss here, will I just get suspended for a day? It might be worth it to see you sweat, Hunter.
That's just not nice.
Well, you gave us the opportunity now that you've brought this to our attention.
Yeah, I know.
You are. What am I going to say next, Hunter?
That you're going to break. How great.
No.
Oh, okay.
See, you don't even know what's going on. You don't even know the timing of the show.
Oh, my God.
This is ridiculous.
I figured you get the early break in, and then it gives you more time.
No, you want the early break so you can comfortably watch this game. That's what you want.
Yeah,
maybe.
That's exactly what it is.
Not happening, buddy.
So, you know who hasn't been mentioned after we mentioned him a lot yesterday?
Who is that?
Cooper Kupp.
Yeah.
Do you see that his market is trending towards
$12 million, $11 million?
10, 11, $12 million?
No, I mean, that's
And my thing is, if the Packers do, which I don't think they will.
They will not.
If they do this and they didn't spend $10 more million on Devontae Adams, I'd be like, what is Goody thinking at this point?
Yeah, is absolutely not happening. And, again, Cooper Kupp, I thought he would be a serviceable guy that can actually come in and contribute to this football team. But he's not. The Packers are going to be willing to do, A, invest that much money in him, and B, also invest in a guy that age. That's something that the Green Bay Packers just will not do. That's not part of their fabric of what they do. It is not part of their DNA. So they will not be investing in a guy like Cooper Kupp. But I do believe Cooper Kupp still has something left in the tank.
Cooper Kupp, likely not going to be a Green Bay Packer. And for those who are paying attention at home, 70-63 is the final. Tears from Northwestern players. Careers are ending. And, Hunter, you have got your wish, I believe. Marquette is up 87-84 with 4 seconds left. And I'm doing this to jinx you so bad. I want Xavier to hit a shot at the buzzer.
It'll happen. That's how my life works with this team.
They might do them the way the Bucks got did by the Indiana Pacers with a game winner and one. That was painful.
Hunter, you did something that I didn't think was possible. Look, I like Alex Strofe. I think Alex Strofe does a really good job. But now I have to be easy on Alex Strofe because he's proven that he is really, really good compared to you.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, this is my first time producing this show ever. I'm just getting my feet wet. Okay,
You'll be a first
I
and
just
your
got to
last.
get
First and your last. Now that you openly on air said you're not paying attention to us because you're watching a college basketball game.
It was one segment, so 1/8 of your show I didn't pay attention to.
And did Marquette win?
I've got 2 seconds left. I'm watching the game cast. I don't have Peacock in the control room here.
All right. That makes me feel a little bit better. I thought you were actually watching it on TV, and I think that would have been a fireable producer offense.
Oh, no, I'm not that bad.
No, I mean, watching Gamecast is just as big of a distraction.
I made a snafu in Save the Dates.
Oh, what?
Yeah. Hunter, are you married?
I am.
Say happily.
Did you help with Save the Dates?
No, my wife's an event planner, and so is her twin sister, so I didn't have to do much.
Do they look the same or no?
Yeah.
So okay.
Oh, we got questions on the other side.
Yeah.
Twins, Basil, twins, next.
This is Kyle, Brust, and Nortman, KBN.
He was the lead in the girls softball movie, the Bernstein Bears. What's it called?
800
What?
990
Tom Hanks, that movie, there's no crying in baseball. What was it?
that was A League of Their Own.
Yeah. Not Bad News Bears.
The Berenstein Bears, like the book.
Berenstein Bears. Bro, you're done.
On ESPN Wisconsin and WisconsinOnDemand.com.
I'm John Hayes, owner of Goodman's Jewelers. We've been at the heart of many magical moments, from engagements to weddings to sweet 16s. It warms my heart to be a part of these moments for 40 years with people I consider family. With the highest standards and an eye for classic beauty, enjoy a warm boutique setting at Goodman's Jewelers, where integrity shines in every gem. At 220 State Street, Goodman's Jewelers, the Diamond Store in Madison, since 1933.
The best is at Goodman's.
Rah! Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin present your Badger Minute. Here's Pablo Iglesias.
This Badger Minute is brought to you by Madison Axe. Enjoy axe throwing, craft beers, bags, shuffleboarding, and more fun at Madison's state-of-the-art entertainment spot. Visit MadisonAxe.com or head to their location on Stoughton Road today. Wisconsin women's hockey guaranteed to have the nation's top player this season. 3 Badgers named finalists for the Patty Kazmaier Award: Layla Edwards, Caroline Harvey, and Casey O'Brien. Just the second time ever a program has produced all 3 finalists. Wisconsin soon to be tied with Harvard for the most Kazmaier Award recipients. Winner announced Saturday, March 22nd. Hopefully the same weekend the Badgers will be chasing after their 8th national title. Wisconsin faces either Boston University or Clarkson Saturday at Levon Arena. Winner advances to the Frozen Four in Minneapolis.
Right now at Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin, get windows as low as $22 per month and doors as low as $89 per month. Visit PellaWI.com today.
They did it again. For the 5th time, Siding Unlimited, the 30-year-old Wisconsin family-owned company, is the Pella Window and Door Company's Platinum Premier Certified Contractor of the Year in the whole USA. Siding Unlimited is here in Madison with a dynamic outside-in showroom. See Siding Unlimited's window, door, roofing, deck, and other great outside stuff inside at 2018 South Stoughton Road, south of Buckeye. See Siding Unlimited's frequent Instagram posts or go to sidingunlimited.com.
Ben Brust here to tell you about Zimbrick European. They're Mercedes, Audi, Porsche, and certified pre-owned. But the best part is I've been working with them since 2018, and the evolution has been a 2-door, a 4-door, and now it's time for an SUV. My life has changed, and it's changed with Zimbrick European. Being a dad has made it really important to have the comfort and the safety that the SUV will bring me. Again, Zimbrick European off the Beltline at Rimrock Road. Of course, I found the sexiest car on the lot. Check them out.
Prescriptions require an online consultation with a healthcare provider who will determine if appropriate. Restrictions apply. See website for details and important safety information. Subscription required. Price varies based on product and subscription plan.
Hey guys, millions of men experience ED, but not everyone can access or afford treatments like Viagra. At HIMSS, our own board-certified urologist, Dr. Peter Stahl, knows this better than anyone, and he knows that HIMSS can help.
Hi, I'm Dr. Peter Stahl, Senior Vice President of Men's Sexual Health at HIMSS. I've helped many guys with ED, and it has never been more convenient to treat than it is right now, thanks to HIMSS.
Through HIMSS.com, you can access a full range of treatment options for ED, including daily or as-needed meds through a 100% online process. If prescribed, your medication is shipped to you for free. Find the ED treatment that fits your needs. Options at up to 95% less than the brand names when you get started at hims.com/joy. To start your free online visit and find ED treatment at up to 95% less than brand name prices, go to hims.com/joy. That's hims.com/joy for your free online visit.
The GRB Rays have established themselves as one of the top baseball programs in the Midwest and the country. GRB Academy offers training programs for players of all ages and skill levels. Learn from some of the best baseball coaches in the area and find the program that fits your training goals and your schedule. Spots are filling up fast, so visit grbacademy.com to sign up now. That's grbacademy.com. GRB Academy, baseball for the serious player.
This is Kyle, Brust, and Nortman, KBN, on ESPN Wisconsin and WisconsinOnDemand.com.
The Wisconsin Badgers won their game against Northwestern. And that's all I have to say about the games that went on at 1:30.
Yeah, easy money.
Now, I do want to get into this. It's Kyle, Brust, and Nortman, no Nortman, Ben Brust, and Kyle Wallace with Hunter running the show. Hunter, you said you are married to an identical twin, and they both do wedding planning. Is that correct?
They're both event planners, and then they do wedding planning on the side. Correct.
Oh, wow. That is weird.
Do they have any marks on their body to identify that they are different?
So when I first started dating my wife, she told me that her ex got them confused like 3 months in still. So I made a point of then like stalking her Facebook to find pictures of the two of them so I could try and make sure that I could find something to tell them apart.
You ever accidentally like kiss or hug one of them?
Oh, wow.
No.
You know,
I'm better than that. Come on.
I guess when I think about this, right, I mean, if they look exactly the same, and obviously there's an emotional connection in biblical as well that people make. And so my thing is when I see twins, they're both looking the same. So that means that you find your sister-in-law.
Are you attracted to the other one?
Yeah, you find her to be cute. Not like, you're not attracted emotionally, but you find your sister-in-law to be cute.
No, we're not going down this road.
No, it's natural, isn't it?
Nope, we're not. Nope.
Wait a minute, you sound guilty.
No, I don't want to go down this road anymore. There is nothing that I can say that is going to end in a positive if my wife hears this. So we're going to stop this right now.
You've been asked this question before is what you're saying.
I've been asked this question by other people before, and I do the same thing. We're not going down this road. I don't talk about that. We don't. No.
Don't ask, don't tell.
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know if I could. I mean, I could date an identical twin, but in the back of my mind, I'll be thinking, man, her sister's hot too.
Just for the record, Hunter didn't say that.
No, Hunter did not
Never
say
said
that. Hunter did not say that. That's me. That is just me. I don't want to get Hunter. He's actually married, so he can't say or do things. I'm a free man. I'm only in a relationship.
What you mean you're a free man?
I'm in a relationship.
You're a free man?
No, I'm in a relationship, but I can say wild stuff without having terrible consequences, right? Like I can go home and say, I apologize. I'm still working on being a better man.
Miserable Goat chimes in. He said, Kyle and his devious mind is up next in reference to talking about Hunter's identical twin wife. And then he goes, told you, Kyle and his devious mind, there it is.
Who else wasn't thinking?
Okay, let's all speak for Hunter without Hunter speaking. This is not a representation of Hunter. It is a representation of we're all thinking it. You had said that I laugh. You know why I laughed?
It'll be the same thing.
Same thing.
It'll be the exact same thing.
But
Listen, I got two eyes.
They're identical twins. Like, if you find one attractive,
yeah,
the other one naturally is attractive exterior. Now, they might have different personalities.
Yeah, that's the thing, though, is it's so much of the personality that, like, you just
so you don't like your sister-in-law. So you don't like your sister-in-law's personality is what you're saying now.
Oh, wow.
No. Oh, my goodness. No. She's a great person.
Oh,
no,
wow.
I just have a connection with my wife, obviously, that I don't have with my sister-in-law.
But stop with the malarkey of the person. Now, when you saw your wife, you didn't say, oh, that gal looks like she has a great personality. You said, oh, no, damn, that gal look cute.
Yeah.
You want to talk to her. And if her sister was standing there, had you seen her sister first, you probably would have said the exact same thing. And then the personality comes after.
Nope.
Yes, it's okay. Listen, it's okay.
Oh my God. Oh,
you know, I'm okay with not doing this show again now.
Hunter, it's okay, man. Listen, I'm glad you love your wife.
I do love my wife.
And you appreciate her twin sister.
Oh, man. Hunter, I pray she's not listening because I can give her a call and say, this one's my fault, okay? If you fall on the sword today, just give her Kyle Wallace and Ben Brust number. We'll make it all,
I'm not telling her about this segment. She doesn't listen when I'm on.
All right.
Yeah.
Why? Because of this?
No, she doesn't listen to anything I really do, so she just won't know about this segment.
It's probably for the best.
To be honest, I hope my fiance doesn't listen to the next segment that I do about Save the Dates.
What? Okay, I'm very curious. As someone who is aspiring to be in the same exact situation that you're in with my current baby girl. How do you mess something like this up?
I didn't know you could, Kyle.
Yeah, don't you just review? You watch. I guess I'm so confused.
That's coming up at the 414 hour at 4. You're going to have to stay tuned on ESPN Milwaukee's YouTube at 4 to 5 o'clock. We'll also be on 94.5 ESPN following the post-game show of the Marquette Golden Eagles, as you'll get Jim, Matt, and Molly next to Madison, Corey, and Wally in Beaver Dam, 1430 ESPN Beaver Dam. Now, I did want to go before we end the show.
Wait, does Molly have identical twins?
I don't believe so.
Okay.
She does not. She's shaking her head no.
Was Molly in there for our conversation about your wife and her?
Yes, she was. So was Jim and Matt. And
I'm sure, did they hear it?
Yeah. They were also doing some show prep, so I don't know if they were actively listening. I hope not, because this is going to be my life in the office for the next week and a half now.
Oh, really?
It's
Nobody's
They
asked
heard it
you
all.
this?
Great.
Has nobody
Great.
talked to you about this?
No.
Has nobody cared enough about your life to ask you about this? Come on now, Hunter. See, this is what happens when you join KBN. We care about you.
We want to
really
know
wanna-
about
Yeah.
You want to know about me so you can put me in a ditch.
No, we might put you in that ditch, but we'll take you back out of it.
Oh, okay.
We'll give you a ladder and then drop it and then give you it again.
Yeah, 6 foot.
A 6-foot ladder for a 7-foot ditch?
Yeah, you got to
got
climb
to
your way out the rest.
Got to earn it a little bit now.
Yeah, you got to
Hunter.
climb your way at the last foot, which we're going to have to do tonight if she's listening. On Twitter at KBN ESPN, who is Brian Gutekunst's worst first-round pick? Darnell Savage, 20%. Eric Stokes, 47%. Lucas Van Ness, 27%. Now, I'm starting to see that it's only year 2 on Twitter, on YouTube for Lucas Van Ness.
going in, but
put that caboose.
Yeah, man. See, that's the problem. Year 2 should be
Or
the
give
year.
give that the kibosh.
No, so year 2 should be the year where you see somebody starting to turn the corner, where you say, okay, this guy's cooking. Year 3, we can't wait for him to bust, right? We can't wait for him to pop. When you look at a guy like Tucker Kraft, that's a great example.
Great example.
Tucker Kraft on this football team.
Especially as a second-round pick.
Yeah, we saw Tucker. He was third-round pick. Tucker Kraft.
Dan Musgrave was the second.
Yeah, we saw Tucker Kraft year 1. We said, okay, that kid, he may have a little something, right? And then in year 2, what did he do? He showed that he belonged in the NFL, and he's somebody that the Green Bay Packers are going to be able to depend on. When we look at Lucas Van Ness, a first-round pick, year 1 is the learning year. Year 2 is the year that you should see, oh, yeah, he's got potential, and year 3 should be the year that he pops. But right now, we are still trying to search if he is going to be able to successfully contribute to this roster, or will he be following in the same footsteps and pathway that Eric Stokes just went in, where he did not get the fifth-year option, and now he's on the Las Vegas Raiders.
Yeah, I mean, Josh Myers, Eric Stokes, I mean, the list goes on, but at the end of the day, it's just what is Goody going to do from now until the start of the season to give Packer fans more reason to believe in what he's doing is helping the urgency to win a championship, which he believes the roster that he put together has. And I think other people disagree that what he's doing is good, not great. And great helps you put yourself in a position where Matt LaFleur can use those great pieces to win a championship. As we leave ESPN Madison and head to 94.5 ESPN after the Marquette postgame show, you must know that tonight at Lucky's 1313, which we're here right now,
Big
courtesy
money,
of Bud
big
Light,
money.
the Mini Hoops Mania finals are tonight from 8 to 9:30. The highest score is going to win a weekend trip to Vegas during the best time of the sports year and a chance to win $10,000 in cash. You can join myself, Ben Brust. I will be here. And like I said, I'm buying. You stop by, you say, hey, Ben, you said you're buying?
Yeah,
I'm buying.
You did say Bud Light on you.
I'm buying. Giveaways, beer specials, lots of mini hoops going on. Hunter, am I buying for you tonight?
I've got Zimbrick Honda's presentation of Prep Mania, Verona and Wanakee tonight.
Oh, is this to go to state or was this to go to
Sectional
state
semifinals.
Oh.
Big stuff for Hunter and Zimbrick Honda's Prep Mania. Shout out to Zimbrick European off the Beltline at Rimrock Road. Like I mentioned, Lucky's 1313, 8 to 9:30 at this bar that we're at right now. I'm buying. You tapped my shoulder. You said, hey, Ben, you're buying. Guess what? Out comes the credit card, and I got you a Bud Light on me. It's been fun messing with Hunter Vaughn, our first experience producing Kyle Brust and Nortman with our guy Hunter.
Scary Hunter.
Kyle Wallace, Ben Brust, no Brad Nortman. Jim, Matt, and Molly up next in Madison. Corey and Wally are up next in Beaver Dam. And we will be live on YouTube at ESPN Milwaukee. We will also be on 94.5 ESPN following Homer on the Marquette postgame show. In 2 minutes, Jim, Matt, and Molly. Don't go anywhere.
The record companies only give me lots of money and everything's gonna be alright.
All right, Madison, let's face it. Predicting the bracket is hard, but enjoying a month of nonstop college basketball is easy, especially when